The World Cup continues, and it's been all Canada in the first half against Qatar.
Now Johnston, beautifully shaped ball, saved off the line, and once more stopped home. And it's a brace for Jonathan David. And you could not have drawn up a better first half for the Canadians.
Yeah, you just heard it all on FS1. They are up 3-0 at halftime. Czechia and South Africa drew even, a final score of 1-1 thanks to a late equalizing penalty kick. Switzerland topped Bosnia-Herzegovina 4-1 in Group B play in Los Angeles. In other World Cup news, U.S. men's national team midfielder Christian Pulisic continued to train on his own after aggravating his calf injury in their opener last week against Paraguay. His status for tomorrow's match in Seattle against Australia is unknown. In Major League Baseball, the Mets currently lead the Phillies 2-0. It's the bottom of the first. I'm Monty Bolaños.
Elijah, put the camera on me. Sweetie.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Password.
Ack, a dack, dack, a ack.
Enter, brother.
It's a brother, that is right. What up? Welcome on into the Odd Couple on this time it is a TV theme song Thursday. I got a little ahead of myself, Monty. Yes, hi, Monty, as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a great show lined up for you.
We got a lot to talk about with Monty as well.
What's that?
We had an interesting conversation earlier.
Oh.
He's being a hater?
No. We'll get to it. We'll get to it a little bit later. Let's just go ahead, run.
Dale,
I
dale,
already feel like I'm going to be on Team Monty.
You are.
Damn.
Trust.
Yeah, because I know you.
I told you. I told you. You're going to be disappointed by the results.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, I already feel like I'm going to be Team Monty.
We shall see.
Yeah.
Thank you. Please.
All right, well, let me get to it.
Please.
All right? We got a whole lot to get to on this TV theme song Thursday. By the way, of course, K-Dub Live for myself, Ephraim Salaam for him, Odd Couple FSR, ways to find us on social. The number 877-99 on Fox. But he is Ephraim Salaam. Drop the blow the whistle.
And right tackle from San Diego State, number 74, Ephraim Salaam.
That's right. You didn't want blow the boom, do, whistle.
The Super Bowl intro.
That's nice.
That takes precedent there.
Now here, Rob
It
G.
reminds me that I actually did something important at one time.
You did, but here's Rob G. Can I tell you how Ephraim would do me?
What?
But did you win that game? Did you win that game?
I would not do that.
Yeah,
What?
Absolutely. Monty know it too.
I would.
But did you win that game?
I would do that.
No, I'm just saying. You played it like you won the game.
Yeah, and then we lost, okay?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Ephraim is here for Rob, who has been out for a minute and enjoying himself.
What's Rob doing?
This is how you know. You'll get this.
Okay.
Single, like a dollar bill single.
Okay.
Not even, I'm single technically because I'm not married, but I got a, lady. He is out because the stuff he's doing.
Full quarters.
He'll post like, only in Chicago for a night. The next picture, I'm at a wedding in Memphis.
Oh, yeah.
Next one,
You
back
can't-
in New York.
You can't do that when you got
family,
responsibilities.
kid,
No.
So he's out here living his best.
Well,
Where
that's
he's
good.
able to go here, go there for a night. I'm only here for literally 8 hours.
He's
and
the
I fly
old
back.
dude in the club with the silk shirt on and the herringbone.
So you've been to NABJ.
That's
So you've been there.
Man, that's funny.
Hey, we got a lot to get to. I'm glad you're here too, because some of the conversations we got to talk to you a little bit on the phone. Me and Martin, me and Carrie the other day.
Yep.
So get to ask you some of these things we have. We got the parade for the Knicks. A lot of stuff's come from that. Next hour we'll have Mark Stein, of course, Fox Sports Radio NBA Insider and the Stein Line on Substack. We got Shop Talk. See what Rob G has cooked up there, and then final hour we got Foul Affair with J.R. Gamble. Always good to have him on and talk some baseball with him. So a lot to get to. By the way, sure to check out the YouTube channel. On there looking good. You see us right now. Elijah's got us up and running. Make sure you subscribe. You can search the Odd Couple FSR. You'll find us on there. Like, share, comment. Yes, Monty's here. Yes, she straightened her hair out for you guys. She said, I'm going to give him a different look, Kelvin. I'm going to switch it up. So Ephraim will get up to about 35,000 subscribers. We're at about 30 right now. We'll get to 35 because Monty.
Oh, we using her? Oh, that's
big use.
Clickbait?
Big use. She knows it, too.
Is that why she has a halter top on?
Look, you got – Ephraim, did you just hear cars trying to get to the YouTube page?
I was wondering why you was dressed like you going to the gym.
Yeah, they over here right now.
Okay, I see what's going on.
Boy, let me tell you, people breaking their fingers trying to get
Going
to YouTube.
to the gym? What are you talking about? I'm not dressed like I'm going to the gym.
Half top and
Monty, we're trying to get to YouTube.
Okay.
the yoga pants.
Those are on. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Okay.
we're going to have to do your update standing up. That's what the people
Right now
want.
you sound like Rob.
That's what the people want.
That is what they want, though, by the way. And also,
Yeah.
by the way, too, you mentioned it, yoga pants are the new mom jeans.
They really
of
are.
course.
97% of moms
come
ain't
on.
even thinking about the gym today. But you're going to get these yoga pants and these workout pants, the athletic leisure. You're going to get this in your life. All right, a lot to get to. Let's start it off here. Rob G. Oh, he's on. Well, leave him alone. We know Jalen Brunson is obviously – you talk about a guy that's having a moment, the toast of the town.
Yes.
Jalen Brunson is that. And I would argue, I think I can speak for you too, no one more like deserving. A guy who just sticks to it,
man,
goes about his business quiet, gets the job done. But this was his moment to enjoy the festivities of New York, and here's some of the things he said.
There's a lot of people that have a lot of negative stuff to say. There's a lot of people who have a lot of opinions, but when you prove them wrong, you really don't have to say to them.
He's such a nice guy, he can't even be mean wrong, right? It just it didn't even come off right. I thought this was about to be his moment.
No.
Even to be like, and mother, poo, 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 poo,
No.
and you, poo, 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 poo. He was like, and then, and
So let me explain this to you. He took a different approach. You were looking for the Twitter response, right? Like people on Twitter are just relentless.
It's funny, barely go on it.
Right? Like they're relentless. So you were expecting a Twitter response, and he did more of a Facebook response. Right? Like he did more of a, like, tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. He did more of a Facebook response.
No, that was
where
good.
he was just like, if you know, you know, right? Opposed to.
Are you saying it was like our aunts and uncles when they take over phrases? Not
it's
quite.
like, it's like,
I didn't really.
look, baby, I'm not. Look, honey, I'm not gonna put all that energy into you. All right, stupid is what stupid does.
He hit us with one of those.
Right? Like that's what he hit. You
right.
wanted.
We wanted the
scorched earth.
Yeah, scorched earth or very current with the lingo, whatever they're doing now. He hit me.
Facebook him.
No, he Facebooked it. With that being said, there's a topic of conversation. He said, hey, you don't got to say nothing. You just show up, shut up, and let, and shut them up by putting in the work and getting the job done. And he did just that. We had you on 2 days ago.
Yep.
And with conversation we were talking about as well, Rob G asked the other day, are we going too far? Is the Jalen Brunson, not just we as in you and I, but like people, like is it going crazy? And I actually believe it's not. And I'll say this. There are people who are players in whatever the sport may be that have been fringe right there on the outside, Ephraim. Like you got the guys with sexier numbers, bigger names, but they're always kind of right there. Mm-hmm. And maybe it's a glass ceiling, like, man, if I could just break through. And you see some of the production, right? You see, we had Kerry here who's a Maverick fan. He said by year 3 in Dallas, we were like, oh, shoot, he kind of nice. And then obviously Luka goes down in the postseason, and then he's putting up 30, putting up 40. We're like, oh, but you're wondering, somebody's got to score, so is that just him tonight? Then he goes to New York. Everybody's like, it's a good signing, but you thought New York could do more. And he said, add that to the list. I got to prove you guys wrong. And my point is he's been doing this the whole duration in New York. Game winners, big shots, pulling the team. They had success where they won 50 games 4 years in a row. We don't see that from the Knicks. For that to be the mecca of basketball, we don't see that from them. They're not, these teams that just have so much sustained success. Right. They'll dip away for 5-10 years, then they'll pop back up. And, they're the number 2 team, the most losses since they last went to the finals. Only one worse is Washington Wizards.
Oof.
I didn't think that because most teams have had a nice little run of success. Yes. The Pistons were down, but they had a 10-year where they were good with Chauncey and Ben Wallace and those guys. So my point is, he's got the Knicks to respectability. He got them there. He got them to playoffs. He got them to one series, to the next series. Eastern Conference Finals last year, Game 7. So he's been doing this, but we've been making the thing of, well, you got to win it, or you at least got to get the finals before we put you in that category. And he finally did it, and he did it in such a great fashion those last 2 games. Ephraim, first 2, 3, struggling a little bit, inefficient, but he made big shots. Those last 2, he was spectacular. And I think that's what matters more. Me and Rob G, we talk about this a lot. there are guys that, yeah, you can put up cute stats, but sometimes they're pointless points is what I call them. Like, it's not when it matters can I count on you. And he's kind of the opposite of a lot of those guys. When it matters, I can depend on you. When it counts, you're there. You get the job done, and at a certain point, that has to elevate you where we rank you. So for me, he's right there at the top. If you want to say 5 or 6, 7, right there. I know there's a guys more talented, just pop off the chart when you look at them, like eye test. But guys who I depend on this season get it done, he's right there for me.
Let's talk about that because you hear that a lot. Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right when you say there are other guys more athletic, more talented, so to speak, more that pop off the television. And you're right. But we must take that out of the criteria.
I agree.
Because when you start talking about dynamic guards and the first thing you say is their athleticism or their size, then you're excluding a whole category of players. Now, when you look at Jalen Brunson, what he was able to do and what he's been able to do his whole life, and I'm talking about AAU, I'm talking about under 17 winning the championship, I'm talking about high school winning the championship, college winning the championship,
twice,
the NBA winning the championship, right? He's never been the most athletic on the team. He's never been the tallest. He's never been the God-gifted athlete that we like to refer to when we're talking about all-time greats. But what he has been is a winner, and he has been the captain and the leader of that train that pulls into the station as champions. So I want to take away the athleticism when we talk about greatness and top players. Like Ja Morant is one of the most athletic guards on the planet Earth, on any level in any league. Would you take Ja Morant over Jalen Brunson?
No.
Right? You look at Zion Williams.
Another freak.
Right? Oh, tremendously athletic, can do all of the – would you take him over Jalen Brunson?
No.
So when you start talking about athleticism and getting downhill and getting to the rim, Donovan Mitchell.
Nice.
Athletic guard.
D-Wade but no.
Right? When Russell Westbrook was in his prime, right?
He is the great example, Ephraim. He needs what Brunson had, like that close it, knowing how to win the tempo, knowing how to knock down the free throws. Yeah, he needed that.
You know what you have to rely on when you don't have superior athletic ability? You have to rely on sure things. You have to have a basketball IQ that rivals the all-time greats. You have to see the game in a way and see footwork and positioning in a way that always gives you the advantage when you don't have the advantage athletically or genetically. That is something this young man has mastered his entire life, and that's why he is where he is, and the Knicks were able to win this championship because throw that – and I'm not saying he's void of athleticism, but when you talk about guards and their size and look at Shea and his athletic ability and all of these things – you don't talk about Brunson in that way.
And can I jump in and tell you?
Please do.
There's a guy that we love this about him. We give him great. We champion that he's not that. We almost go like it's a feather in his cap. Joker.
Yes.
We'll go Joker. Oh man, he's so he can't even jump over a telephone book. Look, he's slow. Look how but wow, look how great. It's like Brunson getting that.
But he's 7'1".
Yeah, but
so just with that. He has something that most players don't have.
For what I'm using as an example of, he's not Dwight where I'm dunking all on him.
Right.
I'm not Kevin Garnett where I can.
How tall are you?
6'2".
Matt, you already know that was going to be a lie.
6'2".
Listen, let me tell you something, people. When you ask somebody a question and
6'2".
they look up, then look into your eyes.
I'm looking up to where my strength comes from, okay?
And look down, and then they answer, they lying.
6'2".
So
how tall is Brunson? And whatever Brunson is, I am.
Lying,
do you think he's 6'2"? Do you think he's 6'2"?
No, he's not 6'2".
Okay, well, hey, I'm 6'2".
You're not 6'2" either.
Whatever you think about Brunson, we the same height.
Rob G, how tall is Kelvin?
6'2".
5'9".
Oh, I'm taller than 5'9".
I would give him 5'10 and a half.
Right.
That's pretty good.
I give him 5'10.
That was pretty good.
I give him 5'10 and a half.
That was good.
My wife is 5'11", so as I'm walking by you and I'm walking by her, I'm like,
the shoes I got on today. Let me see if I got on. I might be about.
Well, he got some orthopedic shoes on, so he may be six.
I might be about
foot
6
right
today.
now.
I might be about 6 today.
But when
5'9". I'm a 5'9". You and I'm Roy's 5'9".
Fun fact: when me and Kelvin get off the chairs, we're the same height.
Oh, there
like
you
when
go.
we jump off the chairs, the head doesn't move. It stays.
Oh.
We're in the same spot.
All right.
He getting New York crazy. He got on his Timberland boots.
I do.
Okay.
He got on his Timbs.
Timbo's dragging.
He got
That's
his
right.
Timbs right now. You know what I mean? He my height today.
But look. I
Oh, yeah, where you- wait,
I
6'2",
say all
go
of
ahead,
that,
yeah,
whatever
whatever.
that is. Do you know what Jalen Brunson has done? Now, Steph Curry had a movement of dads in the gym with their 4-year-old, 5-year-old sons who are going to be athletically and vertically challenged, and told them that there is a space and a place for you in the league if you can just put this ball in the hole. Right? Now, that has been a movement.
Yeah.
We're seeing more kids be able to shoot than ever before.
100%.
My brother, who is 6'2", that's how I know you're not 6'2". His son is probably going to cap out about 6'1", 6'2". What Jalen Brunson has just done and what he's been to the league has now opened up the door for a pathway forward, right? My nephew Noah's 12, one of the top 12-year-olds in the country. Look him up.
Yep.
My son is 11. They're the same height. My son is going to be 6'9". His path to the league is going to be completely different. Skill set has to still be on par, but at 6'9", they're going to be like, well, hell, we can teach him to play.
Right.
Right? 6'1", you have to have everything in your bag, and you have to bring your bag to the gym, to the game every single day. It has to come with you. There can't be a time where Jalen Brunson doesn't bring all the things he brings to the court. And to me, that's more valuable than anything else, because now what we're going to see is we're going to see kids training and working harder than ever because there is a pathway. Everybody not going to be LeBron. Nobody can be LeBron.
Right. And nobody can necessarily be the greatest shooter. Everybody can work on their just shot.
But it's not going to fall like that.
Steph was on another level. Let me add to the point, and we'll break here. When we were coming up watching the game, to see a smaller guard was actually kind of normal. Tim Hardaway Jr., probably 5-, 6-time All-Star. I believe he's in the Hall of Fame. I believe. Nice, right?
Isaiah
Thomas, one of the best ever. John Stockton, one of the best ever.
Do you know
Mark Jackson?
Yeah.
I can go down the line.
Mark Jackson's still a
Allen
little bit
Iverson,
taller. Mark Jackson, 6'3".
Allen Iverson,
Yep.
Mark Price. These guys would. It was normal to see. I mean, I can go out. Kevin Johnson.
Yes.
Battle. Tony. Like there were guys who it was normal. And the league, because it's a copycat league,
It changed.
They'll change it. Well, we wanted that. Okay. Now we wanted that.
Yep.
You know,
6'6", 6'7", 6'8".
They wanted
Magic
the T-Mac.
Magic at 6'9", T-Mac, Penny Hardaway.
Yep, they want that now. And
now
so,
it's big guards.
And that's why I think Acuff Jr. is going to be.
Oh, he's going to be a monster.
Another one of those.
Brother, he's going to be a monster.
Yeah,
Bucket
Rob G
getter.
knows how I feel about Acuff Jr. I just brought him up yesterday. We had a guest on. I'm like, I like what he can do. So with that being said, we heard from Brunson. We heard from a lot of people during the parade. We saw the festivities. We even heard from the owner, who I think felt like he was catching some shade from the mayor of Gotham City. We'll let you hear about that. It is the Odd Couple. Ephraim Salaam in for Rob on a TV theme song Thursdays. Stick with your boys, Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, we're Covino and Rich from Fox Sports Radio, and you watch the drivers.
You watch the cars.
But these are the people that make race day happen.
Veterans and military families you've never heard of.
This is Unsung Heroes. Take a look.
Around the track, there are military veterans who never stopped serving, only changed uniforms.
There are definitely similarities between the NASCAR industry and the military.
You have the ability to work as a team. That's a big part of what you learn while you're in the military.
I learned from the military, communication is how to convey the point and still get the mission done.
I learned it's just adapting on the fly to the situations that are presented during the race.
At NASCAR, Veterans help keep the race moving on the track. Across the country, they're answering another call to serve in local communities. Vet the Vote is a national campaign recruiting veterans and military family members to serve again as poll workers in their state and local elections.
It's kind of nice to continue to give back for a better America, for our kids and everybody around us.
Learn more and continue your service at vetv.vote/NASCAR.
LeBron James is getting ready to come back to L.A.
LeBron James.
The two sides are negotiating a new deal for him at a very reduced rate so he can return to the Los Angeles Lakers to maintain the big three of LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves.
Well, Martin, I'm going to start here. No real surprise for me. I didn't think LeBron, a lot of people, you talk about Cleveland. I've said it a million times to Rob Parker. I don't think LeBron wants to give that satisfaction of the last dance, the last run, if you will, to Dan Gilbert. You know it's well documented that they had a huge falling out when he went to Miami. Dan Gilbert, as opposed to just saying like, oh, it sucks, we really hate to lose him, but we're going to move on. He went out there and said all those nasty things about it. We're going to win. You ain't this, you ain't that.
He put Comic Sans on the map.
Exactly. So I think he came back once he got those rings in Miami to say, let me do it for the city. Do it for Northeast Ohio, where I love and care about. And they end up winning together. But they ain't really did anything since LeBron. They didn't do it before. In a sense, I don't think he wants to give him that. So to me, him sticking with the Lakers is the only thing that makes sense. You know this living out here. I think he loves LA. His children were in school here, daughters in school here, his family's here, business here. I don't think he wants to leave them. And I think two things also came into play here, Martin. Why the Lakers will convince themselves that, hey, we've got a shot this coming season. First, I'm going to start with this. The month of March, you recall where I believe it was 15-2 they go, the best record for the Lakers, and this is a Lakers organization with 1 million titles. That was the best run they had in month of March. Luka's playing great. LeBron's playing the whatever you need me role. You need me to score, you need me to pass, you need me to be a defender tonight, and Austin Reeves is doing what he was doing. That run is the run that's going to make them say, healthy, locked in, we got a shot. And what also crystallized and finalized it, Martin, is the Knicks run. Because I think the Lakers will look at the Knicks and say, we can be that. We have our Brunson and Luka, similar players kind of in what the West style they play.
Got the guy who started over Brunson.
Right, exactly, right? You had the two guys who the Knicks are sitting, the Mavericks are sitting here saying, how both of them, we got rid of both of those guys? One dragged you to the finals, one just won the NBA finals. But I think this Knick run plays a role. They see a Brunson and Luka, of course. I think you see your LeBron, a better version of Karl Anthony Towns. And I think you see Austin Reeves, not the same type of guy, but the same as far as what they can bring. Austin Reeves and an OG Anunoby. Now, one is bigger, stronger, more defender. One is better shot creator, can get his own bucket kind of a thing. But I think they look at the basis of those few guys and say, we can go get a Josh Hart. Heck, we had Josh Hart. We can go get a Mitchell Robinson. Mikal Bridges, as good as he is with the Villanova crew, you can find a Mikal Bridges. And I think they're going to trick themselves into believing, because of those two factors, we are 15-2 in March. We look good when we're healthy. And the Knicks, they don't look as far. They didn't have the alien Wembanyama where you can say, well, we don't have an alien. They didn't have the season MVP in an SGA where you can say, well, maybe we don't have that.
Why you say it's a trick?
Because I don't think that will win. I think so
let me ask, so if they had a healthy Luka Doncic against the Oklahoma City Thunder, now with the big asterisk that obviously J-Dub was hurt,
that's a big
Mitchell
asterisk.
was in and out of the lineup, right? But
big asterisk.
I think if we've learned anything over the last 10 years of NBA champions, I personally still think that they mattered. I know that some people think they're participation trophies now because there's been no repeats, a friend of ours. But no, I mean, I think they still matter. But if we've seen anything, it has been heliocentric guys are not winning this thing consistently. Well, the biggest difference, you brought up the Knicks, the biggest difference in the Knicks between this year and last year is that in the postseason, after Game 4 of the Hawks series, or in Game 4 of the Hawks series, they took Brunson off the ball as much as they had him before. Mm-hmm. Of course, he was still the point guard. Of course, he still had an incredibly high usage rate. However, there was a concerted effort to run the offense through Karl Towns.
And then in game that worked all the way up until like game 4 of the finals. And then it was like, Brunson, actually, we're going to need you to score half our points. And you know what he said? I will do that. Okay, I got you, bro. This is what I do. If I'm J.J. Redick, that's the conversation I'm having with Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. Y'all get us home court advantage in the postseason. Get us top 4 seed throughout keep us out of this 5-6 mess. Keep us out of this play-in foolishness, this tomfoolery. Make sure we'll be at home at least in the first round. And then I'm selling Luka Doncic on, we're going to have LeBron be our primary offensive hub for 20 minutes a game.
Fox Sports Radio, Odd Couple. It is Kelvin Washington, my man Ephraim Salaam, who's in for Rob on this TV theme song Thursday. And by the way, Lexi, I will be coming to you at some point because this Canada-Qatar game is getting a little...
Calvin, I don't know how to express it outside of this game, is historic.
Yeah, it's getting a little carried away here.
Hello, Ephraim.
Hello.
Big fan. I watched you on the pitch.
Oh.
Sad you didn't return to the big screen there.
Tally ho hum. Chitty chitty bang bang.
That is quite racist.
Hit me with the racist drop. Time to get your financial portfolio game ready. With Webull, get powerful investing tools and real-time data all in one platform. Get started by downloading the Webull app today or visiting Webull.com. Webull Financial LLC, member SIPC, FINRA. Investing involves risk, and for more information, visit Webull.com. All right, so here's what I'll do, Roger. I'm thinking maybe drop the sound and then come back, respond to it. Let's do this. So we talked about the parade happening today for the Knicks. As you can imagine, a million people speak. We heard from Jalen Brunson, top of the show. And owner James Dolan had something to say as well. Well, this is in response, let me say, after Mayor Mamdani. Let's start with Mamdani. This is the mayor, then we'll go to James Dolan.
As John Starks dunked on Jordan and Patrick Ewing dunked on the Pacers. As Bernard King scored 60. As Charles Oakley pulled every rebound within reach. As Spike got in Reggie Miller's face. As Allen Houston put up a shot against Miami that hung in the air for an eternity. As Larry Johnson gave us the 4-point play heard around New York. As Starbury traded threes with Kobe and then sold sneakers every kid could afford. As Nate Robinson stuffed Yao Ming. As the city came alive watching Linsanity. And as Melo lived every Brooklyn dreams when he came home.
Boy, he
was
is he
on it.
orator or not?
He was on
For
it.
2 seconds, I'd have dreamed that one day.
He was levitating.
He was levitating.
That was a spiritual moment for those fans.
And what did you hear every time he said, Allen Houston hitting the shot? And you notice the name he said, Charles Oakley grabbing all those rebounds? Well, James Dolan had some things to say. Might have felt a little shade with that Charles Oakley reference, and you can hear the crowd response a wee bit different.
Okay.
I don't need your vote.
Oh.
I don't need to quote to you, right, about what happened here, and because if you're real Knicks fans, you know it already.
Did you hear the crowd at all?
No.
Yeah. So James Dolan.
Good Lord, man.
Yeah, had to go James Dolan. And I think, Ephraim, I'll tell you why I was a little upset with him on the other side of what is trending. Monty Bolaños now. Did-a-ding, bid-a-ding.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How we doing?
We're doing good. There you go. Bam, Ephraim.
Hey,
You two
Monty.
going crazy.
Hi.
Hi.
Add a year to the age that I told you I was. I was wrong.
Wait,
Add
what?
one more year. it was wrong. I still don't know
you got your own age wrong?
I got my own age wrong. I
saw her counting, and I was like, what's happening right now?
That was worse than me and my height at 6'5".
Yeah, so add one more to what I said. I just realized that.
When are you two gonna get to the debate or whatever?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
We got it. We got it. Guys, so much going on, including the World Cup. Upgrade your FIFA World Cup 2026 setup. Build it like Beckham from living room to lawn with the Home Depot and take the fast free delivery assist. The Home Depot official FIFA World Cup 2026 supporter, subject to availability. What's going on right now? It's been all Canada against Qatar. I don't know what it is, but it's 4-0 in the 69th minute. This is out of Group B. Earlier today, out of Group B in Los Angeles, Switzerland topped Bosnia-Herzegovina 4-1. Czechia and South Africa ended in a 1-1 draw thanks to a late penalty kick in the 83rd minute by South Africa. Other World Cup news, U.S. men's national team midfielder Christian Pulisic continued to train on his own after aggravating his calf injury in their opener last week against Paraguay. His status for tomorrow's match in Seattle against Australia is not known at this time. In Major League Baseball, the White Sox on the scoreboard first against the Yankees. They're up 1-0, bottom of the second inning. The Mets lead the Phillies 3-1, top of the third inning. The Twins swept the Rangers, winning 9-3. The Blue Jays beat the Red Sox 4-3. The Guardians doubled up on the Brewers 4-2, and the Mariners shut out the Orioles 3-0. Mike Trout started the Angels. He's headed to the IL because of a strained hamstring. And when it comes to the home run derby, guys, I don't know if you heard about the changes. I'm gonna tell you real quick. This is July 13th. They're eliminating the clock altogether in this year's home run derby. There's gonna be 20 swings in the first round. But if you homer on that 20th swing, you get to keep going until you don't homer, essentially. You get 15 swings in the second and third round, and there's going to be seeding when it comes to the second round. So we always appreciate the seeding.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I'm not either.
It gets a little...
I agree.
Right now.
I agree.
And then they be out of breath. But I want to go back to that Mike Trout.
Mike Trout.
He was just getting back to reminding us he was Mike Trout. I think he had 17 home runs. Me and Rob had a couple of conversations throughout the season. Like, man, he was playing the Yankees looking good, and it's just the injury bug bites harder on some people, man. And
it really does.
Well, it's biting the hell out of him.
Yeah, we never really will.
That's why Shohei was like, "Hey guys,
get me out of here.
I gotta go.
This can be contagious. I don't want to be here.
Don't you already hear the third? What if I told you this team had the two best players
in the history of the game
and ain't got jack to show for it?
Nothing. Not even a postseason
run, not an
for
epic.
Ohtani.
Even if they didn't win it, but just an epic playoff run. They ain't got nothing to show for
highlights.
Nothing. Not even a good bobblehead night. They ain't got nothing. They ain't got nothing to show for that. Dang, Monty. All right, thank you for that, Monty.
Bye.
Thanks, Monty.
Hey, Kelvin Washington here, by the way. We got to talk. Stop overpaying for gas. Gas Buddy is going to help you find the lowest prices right around the corner, plus earn points for an extra 10 cents off a gallon. Download the free Gas Buddy app today. Choose your road to savings. Go check that out when you can. All right. Hey, I just wanted to say this, but with James Dolan. He's every league has that guy or two. It was Donald Sterling for a while in the NBA.
You mean Petty?
Yeah, Petty.
Little.
Figuratively and literally,
all right.
Not showing up to drafts and lottery things to be playing with your band. My favorite, New York Times did a whole big thing on if you were a lawyer, and let's just say I represent you, Ephraim, you had a slip and fall at MSG or whatever the case may be. Well, I'm doing my job as a lawyer. Now I buy tickets to go see Hamilton at Madison Square Garden. They have facial recognition that is blocking lawyers who have ever challenged him. They can't get in. You literally, you and your wife, you show up and, it's going to be a great night, babe. You know what I'm saying? Beep. Literally. And they get kicked out. And I'm not talking 5 people, Ephraim. Wow. I'm talking hundreds. Lawyers, ex-employees who just quit. It ain't got to be nothing bad. Just, I moved on. If he has you on his hit list, you can't get in. We're not going to talk about Charles Oakley. You get what I mean? And just been that guy. Finally, we give him his credit. Last year or two, he's lay low. Let Leon Rose cook. Let everybody in the organization cook. Let me not say dumb things, do these types of things. And to me, what's the one time they lost in 47 days? He invited his boy to the game, the president. Now,
change the whole atmosphere.
Change the whole atmosphere. You can say, I had nothing to do. Okay, tongue in cheek, whatever. Okay. And then you get a celebratory moment. Everybody's going crazy. You know how that's crazy.
Petty.
You can say anything almost as a player. I don't even do. He gets up there. You want? Hey, I don't care. I don't need your votes. I don't need this. I don't have to quote the. What are we? This is a celebratory moment, and it's like he had to. James Dolan had to go. James Dolan and ruin a celebratory moment.
What? You know what? Shout out to Knicks fans who support the team despite the owner.
Yeah.
Despite the owner, they are through and through fans. And I got into an argument with one of my closest friends I've known for over 30-plus years, who's from Brooklyn. Like, if you ask him, his name is Omar. If you ask Omar, hey, are you from New York? He'll say, no, I'm from Brooklyn, son. I'm from Brooklyn. And I'm like, Brooklyn is in New York.
No, it's not.
It's different, son. So he's a Brooklyn Nets fan.
Mm-hmm.
So we did an office pool, Spurs or Knicks. And when we got to Omar, he was like, New York.
I love how you got to say
right?
it.
He was like, New
York, son.
Over everybody. And so we got on him. I'm like, yo, bro, you're a Brooklyn fan. You're a Brooklyn Nets fan. You can't cheer for the Knicks.
Crosstown rivals.
You can't do that. Right? I'm a Laker fan.
Right.
If the Clippers were in the championship playing anyone, I'm cheering for anyone.
Ooh, what if it's Clippers Celtics?
Ooh. The only one caveat.
That's the one caveat.
That's the only one.
Okay.
Anything else, no shot. I'm cheering for the Clippers.
Right. My bad.
So I'm talking to Omar, and I'm like, bro, you can't be a Brooklyn Nets fan out here cheering for the Knicks. And he was explaining, yo, bro, it's New York over
here.
I said, but you claim Brooklyn. You're not even claiming New York. Because the man, I heard it, hey, you from New York? He was like, no, I'm from Brooklyn. And I can't. So I'm like, okay, are you with New York, or are you just with Brooklyn? Because the Brooklyn Nets haven't and never will win anything. Right. So I don't know. We had an argument amongst our group about whether he could cheer for the Knicks or not. But then when you watch people and you hear New York fans, they're like, it's New York versus the world. And you got that.
Yep.
There were times in this celebration, in the parade today, where people were fighting and hugging at the same time. Like, how does that happen?
Only
where you're fighting someone and hugging them at the same time. You're happy and mad at the same time, and only a way that New York can be. It was unbelievable.
If it were Jeopardy, I would have said, if you asked that question, gave me the question, I said, who is New York? Because like that is so New York. For those who, I'm trying to think, I think everybody in here has been to New York. I'm pretty sure. It is the oddest place. I was just explaining at the other job because a few people hadn't been. And I said, it is the nicest, meanest people you'll ever meet.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it's the same person that literally will push you out of the way. Because you're, I think it's 5th Street. No, I'm thinking, and then move. And that same person, 10 minutes later, if you saw me, like, hey, man, I'm just trying, wait. Just take the L train down to the 5th Street, get off there. All right, then next thing you know, he's helping you. All right, you got it, man. All right. I'm confused. Like, I'm like a battered, like, are we cool? Are we not? Or New York is just such a unique place in that regard. Maybe that's East Coast in general.
They will rob you and then feel
and
bad
give you $2
and give you your Metro card back.
Here, just a nigga, you got to, just so
right?
you get home.
I know you got to get home.
I know you need to get home.
But
so.
you run your stuff, but I know you got to get home, fam.
It's here, man. You good?
Right?
All right.
I'm going to rob you, but I'm going to still get you something to eat.
It's so
on
strange.
On my way out.
Yeah, and the moral of the story to me with James Dolan is just, dude, like,
be a human, man.
You can't
come on,
just
bro.
not today.
It's too much. It's not about that.
Just not today.
Not about that.
Today is unity. Today I don't need to put the politics, and I ain't vote for you, and I don't need your votes. And it's not today. And you finally laid low, and wow, look what happened. Your team won, and now they're having a moment. So lay low on that. That's what I heard from that. All right, on the way, your tie rack player of the day, plus someone in the NBA. Maybe earlier we did a whole list of small guards. An all-star small guard opted out. Can he be like a Jalen Brunson or nah? We'll tell you. It is the Odd Couple on a TV theme song Thursday. Ephraim in for Rob, Kelvin Washington, Fox Sports Radio.
The Golden State Warriors, according to multiple outlets, were trying to go big fish hunting basically since last trade deadline. They wanted Giannis, couldn't get him. This offseason, they thought they had a chance at LeBron James. Now they're being led to believe that no, he's going to resign with the Lakers. They tried to get in on Kawhi Leonard. They aspired to get in with Kawhi Leonard. But Steve Ballmer's like, nah, we're going to keep him. We're building around
45
Kawhi.
more minutes, folks.
Exactly. So they're trying to get to him. Problem is they can't. And now ESPN's reporting that there has been a mandate laid down from the front office and including Steve Kerr that says we are not going to mortgage the future for the present. We're not going to throw around first-round picks for marginal upgrades. So, guys, if they can't get Giannis, they can't get LeBron, they can't get Kawhi, they can't get a meaningful big-name player, what should they do?
Go ahead, Martin.
Oh, if you want... It's called The Odd Couple with Kelvin and Rob, not with Martin. I'm here. All right. Anyway, if the Warriors...
I'm CP3. I'm throwing you. Oops.
If the Warriors... Rob G, shut the table. If the Warriors are not going to... if they're not going to improve upon the margins, right? You said they're going big fish hunting. They're going big fish hunting. They're supposed to be going for Giannis, supposed to be going for LeBron. I personally believe... Kelvin, that is not necessarily big fish hunting. You may go from play-in to 4 or 5 seed. Sure, cool, but I wouldn't necessarily quantify that big fish hunting. But I would also say, if you're going to tell me that you're not going to improve along the margins, which is what the Warriors and every team in the NBA with a superstar should be trying to do, because if what it has shown is the margins are where you win these championships, not necessarily. It's AJ Mitchell. Can he play 25 minutes a game? Maybe you don't go back-to-back then, right? That's how these championships get won. If you're not going to improve upon the margins, then you should trade Steph Curry. If it's that important not to mortgage your quote-unquote future for right now, then you're doing yourself a disservice not trading Steph Curry, which is why all of this is a bunch of, as my friend Dave would say, hooey and applesauce. I don't buy it. The idea that, first of all, big fish hunting is a joke when you're talking about the people they're actually considering going after. And if you're not going after anyone, then go ahead and give Steph his walking papers so he can go somewhere and try to contend for a championship-level team or compete for a championship-level team. But also, because if it's so important for you to have your future together, that's the best piece you got. That's the most valuable piece you got. Mortgage him for your future.
I get the sentiment. It ain't happening, Captain, and I'll tell you why. Low key, and I think Joe Lacob and the whole crew, I think they have they want to win. I don't think they're like some owners, you know this covering sports, who like wink, wink, yeah, we trying to win. No, we ain't, because them checks cash and we making money. We all right. The Warriors do want to win. I'll give that, to the tune of how much money they've spent in luxury tax over the last basically decade. So absolutely they want to win. However, what they're not doing is giving up the face of the franchise, maybe the second face of the league aside from LeBron, over the last 10, 15 years, and they're not absolutely getting rid of him. And this goes back to the Laker conversation. When you have had some success, and they've had a bunch winning championships, the trouble with that is, it's like when you were back in the club days, Martin, you were a married man, but back there, when you still thought you had it, and I could still pull them like that, and I still got some game, you still think, if I get a good lineup, throw on a nice shirt, make sure the kicks is matching, I can still go get them. And that's what the Warriors are. They still feel like they can go get them. And they're playing the game of, Draymond, what did he say? Man, don't let us get in the playoffs. Don't let us get in. Because they feel like we still them boys. We pull up to the club in the big body Benz, whatever car. We looking good, smelling good. We got it. They got Steph Curry, who at any given night can still be one of the top 10 best players in the league when healthy. We know that. Draymond still feels like he's at the top of his game. And they're going to be banking on an old man, Jimmy Butler, who ain't going to get healthy enough for them to do anything. But they're going to lie to themselves and think that we got a shot. Well, and they didn't bring Steve Kerr back to bring him back and then trade Steph. So they're not going to do that. And they're going to feel like once everybody's healthy, including a Porzingis, who they're excited to have back, that they're going to feel like we got a shot. And this is what happens when you have that Same old guard, same old, let me tell you about the old dude in the club, how I used to kill him and I used to get him. Your boy. That's what the Lakers are doing with LeBron. We used to do it like this. Let me show you. We can still do it. And that's what you about to get that in all of California. You want Northern California, you want Southern California. You're going to get the same thing and kind of running it back, feeling like, let me show you how we used to do it. But they ain't trading Steph because they need butts and seats in a new arena that costs $1 gazillion to get into. And he at least draws butts in them seats.
Born and raised on a B-bound. Well, spent most of my days.
You agree? This top 3 TV theme song, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, Rob and I didn't agree on that. We all did. Rob G, Alex, everybody's like, yeah. I think even Monty agreed. Monty, remember that day we were asking, this is a top 3 TV theme song, right? Everybody agreed. And, of course, Rob, I don't know, top 15. Like, Rob, this is classic. This is iconic. Our couple, speaking of Rob, he is, of course, out this week. We got Ephraim in today. Kelvin Washington with you on this TV theme song Thursday. Still a lot to get to. Next hour, we have Mark Stein, Fox Sports Radio NBA Insider, going to join us. The Stein line on Substack. Be good to chop it up with him. After that, we'll have Shop Talk. And then also we will have, of course, Foul or Fair with J.R. Gamble. We'll do that with him as well. Did Canada score again? Oh, my gosh. They actually went to Qatar's side of the field this time. Ephraim, wow.
No, no Qatar players.
They're not down there.
It's
all right, let's get to your tie-rack play of the day.
So shifty. Now trying to put it on frame. Shackelford taking it out of the air. And it's swiped into their own net by Qatar. But Jacob Shackelford certainly helped create it.
All right, that's your tie-rack play of the day. That's Fox right there on the call. And, of course, tie-rack has been brought to you by Tie-Rack. For over 40 years, Tie-Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and for where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection. With convenient installation options like mobile tire installation, TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be. And it is time to hear and get an update on the World Cup from world-famous Lexi.
Oh, gentlemen, Kevin from Home Alone, Ephraim from the American side of football. It is great and prestigious day to tell you it is officially Game 2 of all the groups starting the second rounds of the FIFA 2026 World Cup games. And now, forget everything that's happened. We must talk about what is happening currently in front of all of us. Canada has never won a World Cup game. I repeat, Canada, 50,000 fans in their home stadium today are watching them butcher Qatar. And as I could say, as my Qatar gently weeps, they will not be able to move forward after this one. There have been multiple red cards. There have been somebody on Canada who quite literally might have lost one of his 3 legs. Pause. This is one of the greatest matches I have seen. Canada has never even scored a goal. They have 5 and could have more in the 86th minute. Kelvin, am I underselling this?
No, you're not. And again, Ephraim and I, we obviously we're doing the show, so we keep looking at each other and talking. And every time we look back, they're having a shot on goal every time. Yeah, I don't know.
Literally.
Here we go again, right here. I don't know if Qatar is just like throwing in the towel.
We should cutter them out of this because it's done.
It has happened already.
It's done. So all I will say is, Canada, today is your day. I don't even care that Mexico's coming up, which, by the way, you should watch. It should be a very good game. Against South Korea, both of them are in the lead in their group. This has been the definitive moment for Canada to stand up and take a bow.
Drake drop an album. They doing good in the World Cup.
3 albums.
Doing something. Yeah,
3
I
albums.
only acknowledged the one.
I actually admire all 3.
Do I need to go check them out? I only listen to Iceman.
Slap City's quite good, if I may say. We slapped the whole city. We hope we find love.
We only got a couple on there. Janice, Shut the Blank Up is probably the best one.
Back to you, gentlemen.
Well, the biggest hit, I should say. All right, thank you, Lexi. breaking that down. We'll continue to keep you updated. And my gosh, Qatar at this point, can y'all go hire Messi for 10 minutes or something? Because they need some help over there. All right, speaking of signing, Ephraim, Rob G, there's some news with Trae Young about opting out of his player option, right?
Yes, sir. He is opting out of a $47 million contract for next season, according to ESPN and Mark Spears. However, the expectation is that he's going to re-sign with the Wizards for a long-term deal, maybe at a lower number, but more years, more money for Trae Young.
Yeah, it just, you know the business. This is just opt out instead of 48 or whatever it's supposed to be. Maybe I'll go 38 a year for 4 or 5 years. You know, get the long-term money. Which, good for him. The larger conversation I want to have with you for the next few minutes before we got a break is we just talked about what Jalen Brunson represents, and you brought up a great point, what he brings for this next crop of kids who, dang, I'm only going to be 5'10", 6 foot, 6'1", and they have hope now. They get to see that. Like, yo, if you play the game, you're strong, you work on your game, you can have a chance. Trae Young was kind of that for a minute. He had a couple year Ice Trae, bowing in New York, Madison Square Garden. He became kind of a Reggie Miller-like villain, if you will, all-star. And when you see the skill, and it just is, it's changed for that. And a couple of things I think matter. There are things that you can't count on. I can't see. I can't counter the intangibles. Trae Young, for the last handful of years, Ephraim, doesn't elicit those intangibles. He doesn't galvanize a team. In fact, we hear the opposite. We hear players are upset with him. They don't really vibe with him, getting in with coaches. We see him walking away from his own team and those types of things where it's a complete opposite with Jalen Brunson, where the team is all in, run through a wall for their guy. The strength of big body Brunson, as everybody calls him. Trae Young doesn't have that, so his weaknesses glare a little bit more. Now, he can shoot the laces off the ball when he's on fire. He's a better passer than Jalen Brunson. I'll give him that. He can definitely assist more. But he doesn't – I don't watch Trae Young and go, man, that dude is a winner. I watch him and say he can get some buckets. I watch him and say, man, he might have a couple of highlights tonight. And I watch him say it's a little fun, a little 2K-type team or somebody you want to watch a little bit. But I don't get that winner thing from him. Am I wrong in my assessment? Do you see? Because that's how I view him as like, oh, this will be entertaining. He's going to get some buckets. But I don't know if he's the guy to uplift my team, to galvanize my team, to make my team reach a level that the potential that they have.
Look, Trae Young is a tremendous talent.
No doubt.
He can score with the best of them. His best years, I believe he averaged 28 points a game for 76 games. So he has an average right around 20 points a game. That's what he's going to bring, a little bit more, 22 points a game.
I'm about to say, that kind of seemed a little low for him.
A little bit. But the leadership, the intangible thing, the thing that Brunson has is the ability to understand the game, the flow of the game, and what the game needs. That's where basketball IQ comes in. It's just not about making the right pass, making the right shot. It's about managing the game, and that's what I was taught a point guard does. That's what the Magics did. That's what the Isaiah Thomases did. That's what the Rondo, they scored again.
They scored again.
Good Lord. And that's Canada scoring again. It's
I was getting carried away. Is there a mercy rule?
Absolutely not. The only mercy is when the whistle blows.
Pour it on.
Yeesh.
Douse them with defeat.
They are.
Ban them.
Okay.
Right. But the intangible that Brunson has is to know when to do things, to know when to get people involved, but also how to put people in their back. And he is proficient in the right shot, the right moment. Trae Young hasn't had that yet, and he has had some flashes in the pan, in the garden.
He's had a playoff series.
He's had that, but the consistency isn't there.
And you mentioned something, E, that you can't teach. Some guys have a feel for the game. I'm going to just chill this whole half, let everybody, okay, and then boom, I explode. Or we got to go fast. This team, we got to slow it down. Best example, I always tell Rob G, when LeBron in 2015, they lost, but he knew I can't run with these Warriors. So he tried his best to slow it and keep them competitive. So there's ways to do it. When do you call it quits? Somebody needs to learn.
We are Buzzword.
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion. Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
The U.S. men's national team will have their next match for the World Cup tomorrow, Friday, in Seattle against Australia. And star Christian Pulisic continued to train on his own after aggravating his calf injury in their opener last week against Paraguay. His status for tomorrow's match? He's questionable. Right now, it is all Canada against Qatar. They are up 6-0 in the 98th minute. Coming down to the final minute here, Jonathan David for Canada with a hat trick. Earlier today, Switzerland topped Bosnia-Herzegovina 4-1 in Group B. Czechia and South Africa in Group A. That ended in a 1-1 draw. In Major League Baseball, Juan Soto has homered twice for the Mets, but the Phillies have tied the game. So it's 3-3, bottom of the fourth inning. The Yankees have tied the game thanks to to Ryan McMahon's home run. They're tied against the White Sox at 1 apiece. Bottom of the 4th, Cardinals lead the Royals 2-1 after the first inning. Amancio Bolaños.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Hour number 2, numero dos. Wait, Canada. Oh, okay. I was just saying, they might have scored again. My God. Lexi, this is getting carried away. Like, it's got to be mercy. I think it's ended. It ended, right? Is it over?
Thank
it's
God.
Over. Like,
I thought they would do it like Old Yeller, bring him out back.
Look at you. Let me tell you who is updating their LinkedIn page right now, Monty. Whoever is the coach, the cutter, he is updating that LinkedIn page, his Indeed page, his Monster.com page, his Express employer, all that. Because the way they've been firing people, they ain't been playing around.
Indeed,
heads up,
you do.
The coach they fired from Tunisia might get the job.
Hey, he got fired. He got fired on his day off.
Hey,
he was still in boxes.
He was getting on the bus. It was like, hey, Jeffrey, let me talk to you for a second.
Got a plane ticket for you.
He was like, let me put this. No, bring the bag with you.
You gonna need it.
No, come on.
But it's cool. Hey, we appreciate it.
This is your ticket. It's home.
Yeah,
bro. I've seen guys on their way out to practice.
That's real. How would you prefer to handle that? Is it business, or is there? I didn't plan on going here, and it kind of sort of leads to the conversation we're going to have here in a minute. But real quick, stay right there because I want to ask you that.
Okay.
For over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and for where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection. With convenient installation options like mobile tire installation, TireRack.com, it is the way tire buying should be. Also, check us out right now on YouTube, doing our thing. Shout out to Elijah's got us up looking good. Search Odd Couple FSR. Ooh. Thumbs up, like, share, comment. Who? Never heard of them. All that good stuff. We'll read some of the comments from the Odd Mob and YouTubians in a minute. You brought that up because I've heard, there's a gazillion podcasts now. Every ex-athlete almost like, if you don't have a pod, what you doing? And a lot of them
I don't have a pod.
Well, because you administered 16 of them.
Oh, that's true.
Every time I come in here, and I saw, I said, yeah, we working with him. We got some stuff coming out.
Well.
I can't even bring up a food place. Yeah, I was thinking about going to In-N-Out. Yeah, we got this documentary on In-N-Out. But
we call it out and in.
Out and in because they came out of here and you never believe what they put in. But I said that to say a lot of players, when we see guys get traded, they'll speak up. I got traded like this, and I didn't like that. They could at least gave me the courtesy call. How do you feel about it? Like, is it supposed to be some type of way, hey, man, we're going to trade you? Or is it business is business? I'm paying you millions of dollars. It's a big boy business. How are you feeling about that?
That's the business part of sports, of professional sports. There is no perfect way to tell someone you either been fired or traded. There is no great way. I've seen guys get cut after practice.
You could have told me before.
Because they knew before.
Banged up my whole body. I'm tired. I'm wore out.
So I've seen guys get cut after games or traded after games. I've seen guys be pulled out of team meetings on Monday while we're watching game film and being traded and having to go to the airport to fly to God knows where. It's the part of the business. So when you see athletes taking the control or exhibiting whatever the small piece of control that they have, and they're doubling down on that control, that's why.
Yeah, that makes sense.
As an athlete, there's very few things you get to control outside of how you play. You can't control when you play, how long you play, and for who you play. And so the thing you can control is how you play, and whether you're holding out, whether the place you're not is not conducive to you. That's the only little bit of control, and it's misconstrued in the media as being spoiled,
right? Entitled,
all of these things. But when you really get down to the essence of it, there is a lack of control anything in your life you can't fully control gives you a little bit of anxiety.
Big facts.
Right? Like having kids in itself is anxiety inducing because you can't once they go out into the world, like you can't control
Where they
that.
are,
So
what they're
it's
doing.
that level of anxiety that you feel as an athlete when it does and especially football. Basketball is different. You're gonna get your money, player. In football,
get it when you can. Control it when you can.
they could turn the lights off, and then what?
Right. So that leads me to this conversation I want to get to as well. Rob G, we've been talking about the World Cup, one of the most known top 1, 2, 3 famous soccer players in the last 20 years, Ronaldo.
Cristiano
Ronaldo.
Christina Rock?
We had
Christian Rock.
Christina Milian is where I was going.
Oh,
I don't know
I
where
like
I was
her.
going. Hey, Lexi was telling us you were mad at him the other day. You were saying that he needs to it's a wrap.
He's Voldemort to me. He should not be named.
Yes, you were.
He's a cancer to the team.
Speaking of, we see him right now. They're showing him on TV. With that being said, Rob G, he's had poor performance for a while now. What's the noise around him?
Yeah, so just in context, right? So in this 1-1 draw, which felt like a loss to Congo, right? He played the full 90 minutes. He touched the ball 25 times and did not even get a shot off through the first 67. When he did get shots off later, all 3 of them were deemed off target, nowhere close to the goal. And the one best chance he had, all the soccer prognosticators, including Lexi from Lexington, said he should have passed it. He took a shot he shouldn't have taken. So now, Ronaldo has gone 10 consecutive major tournament games without scoring for Portugal. During that stretch, he's attempted 33 shots. Only 11 have been deemed on target. Anybody who covers soccer, knows soccer, will tell you that if he's not scoring, he is not contributing. And so there's a lot of groundswell, especially this week, that maybe Portugal will be better without the greatest player in their country's history.
Well, by the way, he just tweeted. He said, it wasn't the start we wanted, but this is far from over. Head up and focus on the next game. So take that, Lexi.
Not quite sure.
That's what he said.
Tweeted that, but
did
whoever
he?
runs his
He said
social.
that?
Yeah, that's what he said.
He should say that from home.
Ooh.
Whoa.
So, but this leads to the conversation. Look,
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. Me and Rob Parker have many conversations, arguments about we'll have these things. And he's 41.
Okay.
And me and Rob will do this because maybe the conversation's around Aaron Rodgers, or maybe it's around Tom Brady, or maybe it's around LeBron. And the difference I always tell him is, dude, Tom Brady won another Super Bowl. Like he was still performing at a high level. Why should he go in? LeBron, to this day, might be 10, 15 best players. I know you might want to say somebody, but if it came down to a game, it's not but about 5 or 6 guys I'm taking over him to get
right
the job
now,
done.
today, yes,
Yeah,
of
you
course.
you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's hard to tell that guy. We saw how spectacular he was, led the Lakers to a series against the Rockets and beat them and look good. And so telling that guy to just go away and retire is hard. Telling Tom Brady when he's still balling. And despite Aaron Rodgers, not looking great in the postseason, had another solid, good season with the Steelers. So those guys play at such a high level that they still bring it. They get you in the postseason, as Aaron Rodgers did, Super Bowl for Tom Brady, postseason for LeBron. This is a different thing. They're still got a lot left in the tank, and they're looking at these young boys like, man, I'm still mopping y'all up. Ronaldo ain't mopping nothing up. In fact, you could argue he might need to be mopping something up at this point. Go be a janitor somewhere. You'd be better at that. And I think when you're just holding on to hold on, this happens in all professions. It happens when you have people, even in our profession. There's people, you need to get off this TV or this mic. And to me, what happens is their identity is so wrapped up in it. If I'm not this, then what am I?
What? Yeah. I look, man. If you've dedicated, he's 41. He's dedicated his life to soccer since he was probably about 3.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So when you look at those numbers, that's 38 years of his life he's dedicated to this one thing. And yes, it does have an expiration date. But the thing about being as great as he's been, sometimes you can't see the expiration date. Sometimes you look across the way and Lionel Messi, who is 39, I believe.
39, yep.
Scores 3 goals. And so you're like, for a long time, for decades, they were the 1 and 2. Who's this and who's that? And they've been competing with each other at that level. Now you got the young bulls and Mbappe coming up and these guys who are now pushing the envelope, who are better, who are faster, stronger. And Mbappe scores two goals in his debut. All of the people who are supposed to be showing out are showing out.
They are. Haaland, too.
And then Haaland, Haaland had 2 goals.
Mm-hmm.
And now, so when you look at Ronaldo, is he in the same space as Lionel Messi? No, he's, 3 years older.
Mm-hmm.
In 3 years, what does Messi look like? Right? What is that? What is that? Does that? It's going to be slower than it looks now. And you can say what you want about the MLS. The fact that Lionel Messi has been playing here in the States and playing at a high clip and leading the MLS in scoring,
Mm-hmm.
he's like sparring. He's in shape. It's like a boxer preparing for a huge title fight, meaning the World Cup. He's been sparring. He's been whooping. He's been taking belt to butt, as they like to say now in MLS. And I believe Ronaldo's been in the overseas in the
what league is he in?
The Middle Eastern League, I believe. Now, I don't know what the competition level is.
Lexi will get it to us.
Over there, but I know the MLS is much better than it was when it first started. And so these are real sparring reps and all that. He's on top of these young kids out here. More players from overseas are playing in MLS than ever before.
Saudi Pro League.
Saudi Pro League is where Ronaldo's playing. And look, they got a bunch of money, billions of dollars.
Facts. And the money. And listen, one thing I think people mix up, because they'll go, why don't you just quit? You know what rich people like?
More money.
So it's
you gonna give me $1 billion to come over here and play with?
And
man,
because
I'm here.
And because one of the things we often forget is he might not be scoring a goal, but he's putting butts in seats.
Yes.
And that does matter.
He's an entertainer.
He's an entertainer. And yeah, I might not see. It's like when people go see Frankie Beverly Mays back in the day. You might, man, he ain't hitting the notes like, if it's the Isley Brothers or if it's the Rolling Stones. You say, hey, they don't have it like they used to, but you still go for the hits. You still go to see them. You still entertain. So that part of it I understand. But the question is, just like, when do you call it quits? Is it talent? And I pose this to you as you played it. Is it talent? Is it I don't have it in me anymore to do the other stuff, the things that make me a professional? The training, the OTAs, the media, I got to do all of this stuff, the meetings. Is it my reputation, meaning I'm hurting my, dang, like, Ronaldo used to be the man. Look at him now. He literally is pointless. He's just out there to be a pretty face at this point.
The best thing he can do right now is to have a, air quotes, a tweaked hamstring that's going to cause him not to start. Let the flow of the game go, and then he come in and sub in the second half. Like, to me,
that makes too much sense. He ain't doing that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, he wouldn't naturally do it without a reason to do it. The tweaked hamstring, we want to monitor this. We don't want it to get worse. Just to give the game a little bit of flow.
Yeah.
Right.
And give you an excuse why you ain't at your quote unquote your best.
Right. But then you can come in and all he needs to score is 1. Then we're not even having this conversation.
He scores 1, the world's going crazy.
He scores 1. So you have to give him an opportunity that's more advantageous to scoring that 1. And starting the game and playing 90 minutes, that's not it. I don't believe that's it at his age.
Yeah, he played every minute.
Can't do that.
And every minute, and I think with every minute,
yeah,
it became glaring how, no offense, but useless he was.
The speed's not there
because
anymore. The control's not there anymore.
Exactly. You're not obviously going to be part of the defensive side of the field. You're not providing anything. You're not scoring. And so now it's just we're out there playing you because you're a face people recognize. And fans can get tired of that because we know, we've talked about this, how passionate they are about this. And so it's like, all right, bro, you ain't giving me nothing. We're not winning. It's not like, okay, it's not like he was on Team Canada. All right, it's fun. He out there. We up 6-0. Like, just run around. No, there ain't these competitive games. They're trying to win. As you heard him say, it wasn't our best effort. So I just was watching this and thinking about it. Like, man, how do you just know it's time, man? You were one of the all-time greats. You've been one of the biggest sports figures in the entire world for the last 20 years or so. It's time to call it quits, and it's hard. Like, I don't know who tells that. Is it a? I don't know if is he married? Lexi, is he married?
Ronaldo?
Yeah.
God, I hope not.
I know. Is he whatever?
She's banging though.
No one is going to tell him that.
I'll tell him.
He's not. No one's going to say that in his circle. Doesn't happen like that.
Somebody got to tell him.
Come
on home.
But
man.
what I think needs to happen is when you look at the landscape, you can't in Portugal. You can't tie and not score against DR Congo.
Facts.
Right? Like that's a non-starter. Right? It's only going to get harder. It's only going to get tougher.
And
now, you may find yourself not coming out of the group stages. And it's easier to come out of group stages now than ever before.
Because there's so many.
You talk the top
teams.
two, then the third. There's ways to come out. Now, if you find yourself not coming out of there, then all hell's going to break loose. And watching Argentina play, all the commentators can talk about was, number one, this is the 6th World Cup for Lionel Messi.
Yeah.
No person has ever played in 6 World Cups.
But he's got it right.
Not only that, he scored 3 goals. Not only that, the conversation immediately went to, can you see him playing in the next one?
Yep.
Right? So now that's on the table. That's literally on the table to play in an unprecedented 7th World Cup.
You got to relax.
That's what's happening right now. On the flip side of that coin, everybody's like, hey, bro, Ronaldo got to go.
Well, and not only that, last point before we get to Lexi real quick, just the other side is whose spot are you hurting and taking away from?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that could be developing. That might not even be great, Lexi, but he needed these reps. You know, he's at 17, 18. He needed this rep, so he's amazing in, what would it be, the 2030. You know what I mean? He's getting these reps in because everybody, you're not amazing your first one. You got to get that experience. And that's what happens when you kind of hold on to somebody. You take that time, that rep, that preparation, that experience away from somebody else, especially when you're playing 90 minutes and giving
That's
me
a
nothing.
long time.
Lexi, real quick, because I want to try to get some phone calls on that. I want to open the lines up a little bit.
I think it's simple because for the longest time, people were always trying to say Messi or Ronaldo. Who's the best player?
Yep.
Who will stand across it all? Who gets more Bialdios? Who gets more golden boots? Who gets this? And I remember for a legitimate time, people were really trying to say Ronaldo was better than Messi. It's just fun when you look at their distinguished careers and illustrious. The biggest stats that come up for Ronaldo is he's the oldest player to be playing in the World Cup. That's like one of the first things that comes up when you look at him. Oh, besides the first player to score in 5 different World Cups. Great job. But the fact is, when you said who's the next player for Portugal, how can you know if this guy takes up the energy?
And that's
You'll never know.
You ended up handcuffing the I want to say the organization, but the country in this case.
It's
the
true.
national team, because they're feeling forced. I have to play him. Ephraim, I can't. I mean,
You can't not play him.
I can't not play.
That's why
the tweak hamstring.
you got to have a conversation.
It's true.
Somebody. That's why I said, who's the person that can come down to him? Got to take that bit. Ronaldo, can I talk to you from my office for a minute? Hey, bud, is everything good? Man, the pomade is hitting in your hair today. All right,
Looking good, bud.
877-99 on Fox. When do you tell them it's time to quit? How would you do it? And how do you tell these great players when it is time to call it a career? And we had the same conversation with Aaron Rodgers. We had the same conversation with guys like LeBron. Is it based on
About
the talent?
Kobe, same thing.
Same thing with Kobe.
Greatness
Kobe
is
was out-
greatness.
Yeah, Kobe was out. He was out there hobbling.
Yeah, he scored 60
He
on that
did.
last
Oh,
one.
I was there. It was crazy. One of the best sporting events I've ever been to in my life. Hey, don't forget we got Mark Stein coming up a little bit as well. So, and Shop Talk. So still a lot to get to. 877-99 on Fox. You want to jump in on this? Is it when they no longer can produce? Is it when they're hurting their legacy? Is it when they're hurting the team? When do you say it's time for the greats to call it a career? It's the Odd Couple on a TV theme song Thursday. Ephraim in for Rob, Kelvin Washington, Fox Sports Radio. Before we break, let me tell you all about Kalshi. I've been telling you about it now for a few weeks. The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, as we were just talking about. You can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. And on Kalshi, you can trade every match from the opening stage all the way to the final. USA coming off an incredible 4-0 win on Paraguay. Now they got Australia. That'll be tomorrow on Juneteenth. And while the Americans are currently trading at 57% to beat the Aussies, that means a $100 trade pays out $170 if they can win that match. Smart people have been saying all along that this is the best team USA has put out in the tournament in years. So now they're looking to make a deep run this tournament. Lexi feels the same way. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house, and as the probability changes, you can buy in and also out of your position. So for a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code ODD to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi, 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 trade on anything. I'm at work, you're at work. People got the shirts on, guys you never even knew were into the soccer, right? You just, oh, what up, Bobby, Jimmy, Derek, whoever. And they got the shirts. Ladies got the shirts on. Monty's been wearing hers. Everybody's excited. And you got people going. Elijah buried the headline yesterday that he has already done gone to a match, didn't even tell us.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. So, but you know.
Never seen him either, I guess.
Never seen him. You know, never knew he was into soccer. Prince Elijah. So my question is to this. You've been keeping up. It's your job to know how these matches get around the world, even beyond just the World Cup, just period on a regular Tuesdays in another, you know, in some other league. I was thinking not more so the conversation of will America ever love soccer like the rest of the world. We've done that. We've had that conversation. Why is it that it seems football would be the king in our country? Why is not on the level of what we see when it comes to soccer in other countries, if you catch my drift? Like, we get a fight, they get a shooting. They out here beating down referees, running on the field, literally beating up refs and umpires. I mean, they got flares. They literally have flares in the crowd. You know what I'm talking about. It's a whole next level. I was wondering.
You might have touched on it on reverse, because I'll put it like this. If we get a fight, they don't get a shooting. They get fights if we get shootings. I think that might play a role. And because I'll put it like this, man. I saw some of the members, or I shouldn't say members, but the members of the fan group, I should say, of Congo, right, after the Portugal game. Yep. And if those were Spurs fans after Game 5 in New York, they would have been posted about how we don't condone this, because it would have been a whole bunch of people stomping them out. You know. So no, but that's what it got me thinking. Like, I think football here is king. We know that it dominates other sports, from viewership to money to the whole nine. And that's just, you know, football is king here in the States. We love our baseball, we love our basketball, we love UFC and some other things. But I'm like, man, is it on the level of that? And part of why I do think, Martin, we're stretched thin in the States with our fandom. What I mean is, so I'm from Ann Arbor, outside of Detroit. So I'm a go blue, right? You know that, you yourself. And then it's, the Tigers, and then it's the Pistons, and it's the Lions, and it's the Red Wings. And I think we're stretched thin that we were, and a lot of those seasons collide together. And so you're kind of, I'm fanning it. I'm loving it. Okay, good game. Okay, well, this is 82 games, so I don't have to care as much right now. Whereas a lot of these other countries, this is it. Yes, we might have some basketball team in Congo, but dang it, we don't give a dang about that. This is it. I think soccer team. This to me is like their college. Like the way that like the people have fervent college sport fandom. That's the way like people follow. I have a buddy I went to college with who literally follows Michigan. Where they play on Saturday, he's there. Wherever, it don't matter where. He don't drink, he don't do drugs, that's his vice. It's Michigan football, right? And it's like that's when I'm seeing these. And again, I'm parachuting in, and I will be next 4 years. I'm not waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning to watch soccer across. I'm just not going to do it. I'm 30. It's not happening. But I will watch this, provided because it's not at 3 o'clock in the morning. That also helps. But,
still, like, even if it's for World Cup, I still ain't getting up at 3:40. Well, I have
Yeah.
to, but I get your drift.
Yeah, if I'm up, I'll turn it on. But when it was in Qatar, it was like I was watching when I was at work, and that was about it. But it gives it reminds me of college with all the chants and the way that people are really die hard. Like people are not. I shouldn't say people are not, because it takes a lot of equity to be built up in really fandom and mediocrity to get a real, true emotional response, like we saw at the New York Knicks. Massive fan group, and then a ton of mediocrity amidst this time period, right? And then you finally get the well breaks, right? The dam busts, and it's like, oh my goodness, we can't even control the city anymore because the Knicks can't lose, right? It's like that. But I think that only really happens when you have that massive gap and you have to be good once, and then either good once or from a big city, really, and then have a valley. Because if you were like, we're a Saints fan. Been bad forever, right? Nobody cares if the Saints win 13 games. The story the next day is, how do they lose to whoever they're playing in the wild card round?
Right. It is the Odd Couple. Kelvin Washington Ephraim Salaam, and for Rob on this TV theme song Thursday. Welcome back. All I think of is Mace when I hear this. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Mark Stein coming up here in just a minute after we check in with Monty in a moment. By the way, the excitement of FIFA World Cup is now streaming live on Fox 1, the official English streaming platform to catch every unforgettable moment. Fox 1 brings the action straight to your screen so you never miss a goal. Download Fox 1 and experience the FIFA World Cup. And speaking of the World Cup, don't miss Team USA's second game of the group stage this Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific on Fox. It's USA versus Australia. That's going to be live in Seattle. Lexi, real quick, USA versus the Aussies. What are we thinking, Lexi?
It's quite simple, Kelvin. And Ephraim Salad? Is that what it was?
Salad.
I love salad. Preferred over hummus, personally. I'll say this. If you are a soccer fan and you're wanting to get into this and feel even more inspired, this will be the greatest game we have watched, because this is the pivotal moment that we will take the group stage. If we win the group stage, you can guarantee we will be in the top 8. I promise you.
Oh.
We make it past this and win our group, it's a cake first one, cake second one. We stay in the United States. We don't have to travel far. Maybe almost play all of them in California besides one Seattle game. We will make it to the 8, and it will be a dominant performance.
And then what? At the 8?
Maybe the final.
Ooh.
But I can't promise that one.
Okay. It might be a little.
But you do promise.
I promise
that if we win tomorrow,
we will be in the 8.
We will go to the 8.
We will. Quarterfinals, here we come.
How do you say 8 in Australian?
8?
8.
8?
They speak English.
You almost got me there.
Yeah, I saw your brain, Lex. You thinking like,
I'm a little confused.
Yeah. 8.
Do they really speak English there?
Yes.
They do.
Then why are they there?
Well, the ship they had left, and then
Did you say ship?
Yeah. They
okay, sorry.
And it's kind of like, everybody always talks about, immigrants. I'd be like, well, some of us wasn't.
Good day, mate.
We didn't really mean to migrate here.
Crocodile Dundee.
Okay.
Be careful.
Right. How many D's?
My dingo ate my baby. You know what movie I'm doing, right?
Yeah. All right, let's move on.
That's actually Seinfeld.
No, this is Tropical Thunder. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Be careful.
Robert Downey Jr.
Did you say Tropical Thunder?
Tropical Thunder.
Tropic Thunder. Tropical Thunder.
It's my favorite flavor next to Mountain Dew.
Absolutely.
Rob G, we ain't heard from you in an hour. He goes just come in and correct you. See how
I love that. That's my energy. He's giving my energy back to me.
Calvin, though, I predict we'll win 3-1 against Australia.
All right, 3-1. By the way, have you been loving Jameis Winston, B. Monty, have you been seeing him? Is it gimmicky? Like they've been putting him everywhere. Fox has kind of been sending him out.
Might as well.
Yeah.
I think it's a little gimmicky, but I don't mind it. I don't know how other people feel about it.
Do you eat W's?
Do I eat
Man,
W's?
that was the worst. Bro, that was the worst.
We eating W's. Come on, y'all. We eat.
No, I can't personally say I eat W's.
That was bad.
You know, but
Well, you keep saying like it's a one time. He went a whole season.
You don't eat W's?
I don't eat W's. No.
What do you eat, Monty?
For example, I do like to indulge in Taco Bell, and I get a black bean Crunchwrap Supreme.
Okay.
I get a potato soft taco. I like their regular bean and cheese burrito, no onion. Thank you. Yeah. So Ephraim thinks I'm crazy for eating Taco Bell.
Kelvin, when's the last time you had Taco Bell?
Dang, it's been years.
Rob G, when's the last time you had Taco Bell?
Yesterday.
It's delicious, but I literally,
It's delicious.
I don't even know. My life was on the line right now. I'd be dead. I don't know where to go. I don't even know where one is.
There's one down the street.
So I was telling her that, most adults don't eat Taco Bell. That's my high school son and his friends love Taco Bell.
See, I told you I'm Team
Thank
Monty
you. Look-
today, Ephraim.
Look at Alex's face. Look at Alex's face.
Do you eat Taco Bell, Alex?
Yeah.
Elijah.
Mr. Fit and Finesse, you eat Taco Bell?
And finesse.
Ephraim, what's the worst thing you eat?
Hold on, wait, Alex. Elijah, put the camera
it's not
on me.
Taco Bell.
Elijah, please put the camera on me. This man is yelling at you, Monty.
Yes.
Eating Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
This man is eating Pop-Tarts.
Thank
Talking
you.
about some grown-ups.
Thank you so much.
I was just
right
saying,
here.
when she came in, she had a bag of Taco Bell, and I'm like,
stand on business, Monty.
Stand up. No, I said you're tripping. I said most people have Taco Bell.
I was
That's
with
true.
you at
let's
first.
take a poll.
I was with
Let's
you till
take
I
a
went down.
poll.
How many adults still eat Taco Bell?
Ephraim.
Like you drive by, like, hey, there's Taco Bell.
What do you define as an adult? Over 18?
25.
Let's say over
25?
30. Let's say over 30 because
lot.
we're all over 30.
Sure.
And I
You
don't
say
know
teenage,
many.
How old are we talking here?
I don't say that again. We did teen. That's funny. Hey man, that's fun. I'm fighting for my life in here.
Man, that was bad. He had one answer.
And he answered wrong. Yeah, one answer.
It's an alley-oop.
Good Lord.
Oh, that's just bad.
Literally
Imagine the rider in the
served it
back.
up.
Let's just stop. All right, we got to go ahead, Monty.
Go ahead,
Let-
Monty.
let-
Sorry.
let-
Monty
before-
Bell. Monty Bell, go ahead.
Go
You're
ahead,
good.
Monty.
Before I dive into the World Cup, I got to tell you something. Train to push past the pain, not athletes, just people trafficked every day right here in the United States, sometimes by someone they trusted. During the World Cup, help us break the silence. Visit bluecampaign.gov/World Cup to learn more, paid for by the Department of Homeland Security. World Cup continues with Mexico and South Korea. That's going to start in about 30 minutes, and you can catch all the action on Fox TV. But Canada won their first ever World Cup match, killing Qatar. Literally 6-0 was the final score. Jonathan David, the leading scorer for Canada, with a hat trick. Switzerland defeated Bosnia-Herzegovina 4-1. Czechia and South Africa ended in a 1-1 draw. Tomorrow, the U.S. men's national team will take on Australia in Seattle. Star Christian Pulisic, he is questionable. He re-aggravated his calf injury last week against Paraguay, and he's continuing to train, but he right now is questionable. In Major League Baseball, the Mets and the Phillies are tied at 3. It's the bottom of the 6th inning. Juan Soto with 2 home runs for New York. Ryan McMahon with the home run for the Yankees. That tied the game against the White Sox. They're tied at 1 apiece. Top of the 6th inning. The Royals and the Cardinals were tied. Not anymore. It looks like the Royals now lead 7-2. Bottom of the 3rd inning about to start, and the Mariners blank the Orioles 3-0. In other news, guys, out of college sports, a massive federal bill looking to reshape college athletics is headed to a vote in the U.S. Senate. The Protect College Sports Act that would grant the NCAA antitrust exemption to enforce caps on payments to athletes and rules for eligibility and transfers. So that is headed to a vote. Back to you guys.
All right, Monty.
Yeah.
Thank you. Odd couple, Kelvin and Ephraim. Who was
Enjoy
in for
your
Rob.
gordita crunch wraps.
That's literally not. I don't eat meat. I can't have that. Enjoy your Pop-Tart.
It's good.
Your Pop-Tart. Worried about what I'm eating.
I stole one of my 14-year-old's Pop-Tarts.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, boy. Shop talk on the way, but
What
right
do you
now,
what do you get at Taco Bell, Alex?
The trick is you don't get the meat. You
Oh.
get the potato soft tacos.
That's what she
Man,
said.
if you don't get off the microphone with potato
What?
soft tacos.
They're so good.
All right,
the potato soft tacos.
Mark Stein,
But
well,
not
I
even
guess we
meat.
can ask him, too.
Hey, Mark, do you eat Taco Bell? Come on. is happening right now?
You guys cut out just as I heard Mark do you, and I didn't hear the
Mark,
rest.
do you eat Taco Bell?
Am I supposed to? I really don't know. I don't know if this is a trick question.
It's not.
No,
it's
literally-
not. It's
literally.
It's a regular question.
Not for a very long time.
Okay, thank you, Mark. Let's move on to what we're here to talk about.
You walked right into a huge debate
I
about
appreciate
adults
that,
and
Mark.
eating Taco Bell. Mark, thank
If
you.
you're over 30, I said, Taco Bell probably not at the top of the list.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Mark Stein joining us, Fox Sports Radio NBA Insider Stein Line on Substack. Mark, we just had the parade today, coronation of an amazing Knicks season, 53 years in the making, finally get the championship. I'm going to start go straight to it. In Finals MVP is Jalen Brunson. Where did he catapult himself to when we talk about the best players in the NBA? He was always kind of a fringe. We had a handful of guys above him that I'm sure he was like, all right, that guy ain't above me. Where is he now for you?
Yeah, look, I think if you asked before the start of the playoffs, do the Knicks have a consensus top 10 player in the league? It probably wouldn't have been consensus. He would have been in my top 10, but I had the privilege of watching Jalen Brunson's first 4 seasons as a pro in Dallas from very close range. And what is he, 8 seasons in that? He gets better every year still. He is still improving, as you saw with the leap he took this season in these playoffs. But, I mean, come on. He smashed that debate. Now, I mean, the question with Jalen Brunson is he the greatest Knick ever? And it's going to depend on your age. And if you could see those teams in 70 and 73 that won it all. But he has such a strong case, because even more so than the Ewing Knicks, who weren't able to win, and Patrick Ewing was a tremendous player, a player I loved, to be honest with you, in high school. I loved Patrick Ewing at Georgetown, and I mean, he was, he didn't win an NBA championship, but he obviously factors into any discussion about all-time great Knicks. But even more so than the Ewing Knicks, these Knicks played with that 5-decade burden. It had been 27 years just since the Knicks had last been in the finals. And the anticipation and how much Knicks fandom wanted this, Josh Hart talked about it too. There is a weight wearing that jersey and playing for that team. And Jalen Brunson, when there was a closeout game, first opportunity on the road, and he scored almost half their points. I mean, he is so deserving of Finals MVP, and like I said, it's going to depend on your age, who you deem to be the greatest Knick of all time, but he has an absolutely worthy case.
Is this the first time, staying with the Knicks, is this the first time, speaking of Jalen Brunson and Rick Brunson, that a father-son duo have won a world title?
Well, certainly at the same time, Rick Barry won a championship with the Warriors, and Brent was on. I don't remember. He was
it the Spurs, right?
Spurs. I think it was the Spurs.
He was on at least one of San Antonio's title teams, but I would have to look up exactly how many.
But being on the same team at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, no question. I mean, I don't think we've ever seen that with father on the coaching staff, and the son is not just on the team, but the star of the team. I mean, but look, the Knicks also had a really deep team. I mean, the Knicks showed you, like last year's Pacers, that in today's NBA, it really matters if you could put 8, 9, 10 guys on the floor. And Mike Brown showed us he wasn't afraid to put 9, 10 guys on the floor. He wasn't afraid in a Game 4 that was going terribly wrong, down 29 early in the third quarter, and all of a sudden, Jose Alvarado is going to become a pivotal part of this game. And Brunson is a great closer, great leader. His teammates love him, and they all rally around him. All of that matters. The Knicks' chemistry, obviously, with Brunson and Hart and Mikal Bridges, all from Villanova. I mean, their chemistry is outstanding as a group, but there's also a lot of depth there. Cat played a great two-way series. Mitchell Robinson had his moments even when injured. I mean, OG Anunoby was obviously fantastic. Like, they have – that's really the way in today's NBA, because the pace of the game is so fast, and injuries always intervene. You need to have a deep team to cope with it.
And speaking of that depth, the Knicks won't necessarily have that depth going into next season. What are some of the things that they're going to lose and some of the things they can do to try to regain some of that depth? The owner already came out and said that they will not approach the second apron by any.
Look, James Dolan's been doing been doing a bunch of interviews, and he says they won't go into the second apron. Now, if that is an ironclad policy, they're probably going to lose Mitchell Robinson and Landry Shamet. I mean, those guys are going to get interest in free agency. You know, Landry Shamet, the guy missed 1 3 in the conference finals. He was like 11 for 12 in the conference finals. I mean, he played on a minimum this year. He is going to get free agent interest. Mitchell Robinson is going to get free agent interest. So the Knicks have to decide, is that really an ironclad position, or could you live in the second apron for 1 season and then make plans to get out of it? And I would just say this. You know, they have Brock Aller in Leon Rose's front office, and he's one of the top strategists in the league. I promise you that Brock Aller has already done the math, mapping out what they would have to do to keep the team together. So, again, we'll see how ironclad of a position that is. But, look, it was their turn, and they were, for the first 3 rounds of the playoffs, they were absolutely dominant. And then in the last round, they became the comeback kids and just kept erasing double-digit deficit after double-digit deficit.
Hey, one more real quick, Mark, if you can. Let's go to the other side of the ball, the Spurs. Just running back. We were just young. We'll be good. We'll be another year under our belt, or some changes need to be made there?
Well, everyone's going to wonder about De'Aaron Fox. But the reality is De'Aaron Fox is just now starting a ridiculously huge contract that's going to – the Spurs can't just move him. They have to expand Dylan Harper's role, but does that mean De'Aaron Fox goes to the bench? I mean, look, Wemby is only going to get better. He's only 22, and we've seen lots of players go to the final stage early, not cope with it well, and go on to do great things. So if you have Wemby, Harper, and Castle as your core, they're going to be a factor for the foreseeable future. But it will be interesting. You know, they generally have flexibility, but how they undo that backcourt logjam is not yet clear.
Perfect. We'll end it there. Mark,
Thanks,
man,
Mark.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. Be good.
No
Absolutely.
doubt. All right, on the way.
Enjoy some Taco Bell.
Yeah. Oh, Taco Bell. Shop Talk on the way. We'll see what Rob G has cooked up. We know probably didn't cook up Taco Bell. Rob G might have cooked us up some Taco Bell. He had some yesterday. He might have leftovers. It's the
Del Taco over Taco Bell.
Ooh, that might be it. That might be
If
the Shop
you
Talk.
have leftover Taco Bell, please do not eat that.
Fox Sports Radio. Stop me when I name a guy that you believe he's better than. I'm going to name like the top guys in the league that you're taking to, just for fun.
Yep.
Joker?
No. No.
Luka?
No. No.
SGA?
No. No.
Giannis?
No. Right now, I'm not sure. So I'm going to say yeah.
Jalen Brunson is better than Giannis.
I just said yes.
Yeah, I'm saying for me. I'm saying no. I'm
Wow.
saying
Yeah.
So y'all don't like defense then. Kerry, you play with all-pro safety.
Yeah.
A defender. Stop guys from scoring. And you're like, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll take the 5'11", 225-pound guy over there.
Yeah,
that can hide in the
can I
corner.
tell you why?
He's going to be available, and I don't trust Giannis' health right now. So it's not just about what we talked about Catton and Brunson, the talent. It's not that. I don't trust Giannis right now.
It's my smoke. And Joker gets some of the smoke. Yes, he's better than Brunson. I'm not, but my smoke is for where we keep telling. How many MVPs does Joker have? 3? What do people say? Should have been 4. It should have been beast. Well, you telling me a 4-time MVP that can't get to the Western Conference Finals routinely?
Yeah.
That can't get to the finals routinely? 4-time MVP? Where they do that at? Tell me another MVP that's 4 that wasn't routinely, a threat.
No.
That could lose to an Ant Edwards in and out list, Minnesota, and we would just be okay with.
Right.
Giannis, top 3 player, he got 2-time MVP. Can he get to the Eastern Conference Finals regularly? You've heard me say it a million times, Rob G. In the history, these people will get way more smoke if LeBron wasn't getting to the Eastern Conference Finals, let alone the finals.
Right.
Only person I know get to the finals 10 times, everybody hate him for it.
Yeah.
How about the best, 4-time MVP y'all want him to be? Joker, can you be a threat?
Right.
I'm not even saying you have to win the finals.
I know. Yeah.
The minute Wemby got good, where'd he go?
To the finals.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all keep Joker. Oh, man, he's top 10. All right, hold on. Steph is a 2-time MVP. He stayed in the finals.
Yeah.
Magic stayed in the finals. Bird stayed in the finals. Jordan stayed in the finals. Even Akeem. Because people forget he went even before he won the 2.
Uh-huh.
You get what I'm saying? People who are dominant dunking. So all that, and Joker, I'm going to need a little bit of smoke towards the dude. He should have 4 MVPs. And you telling me he can't regularly at least be in the Western Conference? My gosh.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
Go ahead.
Ant.
No.
No, Brunson is not better than Ant.
No.
Okay.
No.
Wemby.
No.
Is he better than Wemby right now?
Today he is.
Yes.
Today he is.
We just saw it. Rob G, we just
you
saw
saw that Brunson had 2 1/4 good games in a 5-game stretch.
Out of all those 5 games, who had the most impact in that series?
It's not even
throughout the entirety of the series?
Yes.
Victor Wembanyama.
No, he didn't. Jalen Brunson he pulled so much attention.
Are we going to act like OG didn't have like a 30 and a 28-point game? Are we going to act like Mikal Bridges didn't shoot like a perfect from the field in game 2? Are we going to act like Karl Anthony Towns wasn't giving you 19 and 10 in the first 2 games?
Was the defense geared for any of those guys?
No.
They were all beneficiaries of what Jalen Brunson did in that game.
And the offense and defense of the Knicks was geared towards Victor Wembanyama. It wasn't just one side of the court.
You talking about inefficiency. Did you see Wemby in bad games?
I did.
Did you see turnovers?
Were never as bad as any of Jalen Brunson's
Brunson's turnovers, and did you see missed free throws? Wemby absolutely will be better than Jalen Brunson for career. We know that. Yes. Wemby is going to be one of the greats of all time.
I say it coming into this year. I say coming into
this year. I would say
a couple more for you.
Okay.
This is where it gets interesting.
You guys are making me hate on short people. I don't like doing that.
Most of these I'm with you on. The Ant Edwards is tricky because I agree Ant Edwards is more talented. That's no debate.
Right.
But I want it to start, to manifest itself. And it will. He's young. So I'm cool with the Ant. But another Ant-like one to me, Cade.
Is Jalen better than Cade? He's better than Cade to me going into the season. Yeah.
I would take Jalen over Cade. Right now.
Right. Okay. I'm okay with that. No, I'm okay
because he has the body of work that Cade
That's right now, yeah.
Right now.
I think Cade is Brunson, moving forward. Meaning team's good, but he's the closer. He's, we're right there, but I'm the guy that we within 8.
I would love to see Cade with that kind of roster, though.
He was an MVP finalist, right? Cade was this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cade with an OG. With a
or
cat.
that level of a roster. I would love to see it.
Exactly. Boy, you can see my bias spilling out right now. And lastly, couple more real quick. Tatum.
No. Wait. Coming off the injury right now. All that.
Okay, yes. Off the Achilles injury, that's a different conversation.
It's a different conversation.
All
that into place?
Okay. No, I'm just listing all the guys, am I missing anybody else? Spider-Man, the best, comic book hero, it don't matter, the DC, Marvel. Not Iron Man?
Spider-Man all day.
Let me rephrase this. I don't want to go full nerd. I'm not talking about the comic books. I'm saying TV, like the movies that we've had over the last 25, 30 years. What do you think? I think it's Tony Stark. I think it's Robert Downey Jr.
Iron Man. I think
he's master. Yeah, he's Robert Downey Jr.
in terms of the films.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I still go with Ryan Reynolds with Deadpool.
Not mad, but not mad at that. You ever seen it, Monty? Oh, girl, I was about to judge you worse than Taco.
No, I was going to say, I was like, Alex, you haven't seen it? It's great.
No, he's
okay. Got it.
All right, it is The Odd Couple on a TV Things on Thursday. Tired of endless job board searches? With Express Employment Professionals, one application connects you to multiple jobs, and job seekers never pay a fee. Get weekly pay, local support, and real opportunities. All you got to do, visit expresspros.com. That is expresspros.com. And now it is time for the Express Pro of the Week. And the Pro of the Week goes to Lionel Messi. He had a hat trick in Argentina's World Cup opening match. So, again, congrats to Lionel Messi for being our Express Pro of the Week. Probably say Pro of the last 2 decades. It's been that ridiculous. And, by the way, shout out to his bodyguard who always has to run on the field and tackle people and run. He don't play around. All right, let's get to Shop Talk.
Man, ain't nobody exempt in the barbershop. You know that. Ain't nobody exempt. You can talk about whoever and whatever, whenever you want to in the barbershop.
Now, it's Shop Talk.
All right, quick edition of Shop Talk, a segment where we talk about something happening outside of the world of sports. This week's topic comes to us from friend of the show, Craig Melvin. Went on a viral rant earlier this week about peanut butter. He said, quote, George Washington Carver created the peanut. He created 350 other products. None of them were peanut butter. At some point, someone decided they wanted to make a buck, and they perverted the peanut. We can get into that. Or here's a better question. What is something that was a normal household or day of life item that has become perverted in our society?
Wait, where did the peanut butter get perverted?
He doesn't think that it's like actual peanuts. Like they took a peanut, which is fine, and they put a bunch of stuff to it and made peanut butter. And they're marketing it like it's real
what we're
peanuts.
not going to do is disrespect George Washington Carver the day before Juneteenth is what we.
And we celebrating blackness on this show.
We celebrate. You already told me. Rob G. He been telling me how he been celebrating.
Well, he's not.
I'm taking the day off
talking
tomorrow
about George Carver
in
because
solidarity.
George Carver didn't. He didn't invent peanut butter.
No, but
someone
just,
took
he
his.
brought him
That's
up.
what he just. Yes.
Yeah.
He just brought it up though. I'm just making sure. I don't know. That's a tough. I mean, are we?
Anything that had well intentions or was normal use and now has been perverted.
I mean, that's a good one. Anybody got one up top?
Well,
of
I have.
What about
I have. Go
the
ahead.
shake weight? Remember the shake weight?
That's a good answer.
Yeah, Monty.
Well, I have teenage son. So what about lotion?
Oh,
any kind of lubricant, anything.
Wow.
At least Ephraim and I are trying here.
Wow. We're working.
We're doing. You presented us with something, and we gave answers.
You didn't have to do it, though.
Good answers.
I agree.
Monty, you didn't have to do it, though.
But it's,
you could have said it.
I'm sorry. How do you not do it? You have to do. You know what I'm
you remember?
Oh God.
Remember?
Roger,
YouTube numbers are going through the roof right now.
Ephraim, stop, dude.
The hell is happening right now? All right,
Ephraim, remember you got the double bonus?
Double bonus.
That's a good one. Alex, you got one? Lexi?
Yes, socks. To follow up the whole thing Ephraim said.
Socks, yeah.
I remember they were to keep our feet warm. Now they're all crusty.
Well.
Do you know what that means, Monty?
You can use a sock to make your hair curl at night.
That's what I was referencing.
Yep. Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
That's exactly
what
it.
you're talking about. Hey, Roger, you got one?
I'm going to go less obvious.
Okay.
Because I feel like you guys have kind of took the low-hanging fruit.
All
right.
Bathtubs.
Bathtubs.
Oh, yeah,
Bathtubs
that's not low-hanging fruit.
Used to just be used to get clean, and I was like, I'm going to take a bath later. It's like, oh, what are you doing in that bath?
Jacuzzi. Well, the jacuzzis would be that, too.
Yeah.
I feel like
Well, if that's
you know
the
what's
case,
funny?
The internet.
Hotel rooms.
Oh.
And it's like, it used to be, you were in a different city, you needed to play. Now it's just synonymous with it.
Now it's perverse.
How about Netflix? Now it's Netflix and chill.
Hey, that's a good one.
Netflix and chill.
Netflix used to be, get them in the mail.
Convenience of
How
watching
about-
stuff at home, and now
The massage.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a closer right there.
That was a closer.
Oh.
I'm touching.
Yeah.
We touching.
You said you saw. Come here. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm trying to help you out. Come here. Yeah, that was a good one. Anything
Thanks
else?
for nothing, Deshaun.
Huh.
Deshaun Watson.
What about dating apps? From
No, I
finding
think that.
love
No, I
to-
think
No,
I think
they
can't. I think
started off
they
with
started
the
off that
perverse.
way. Yeah, they started out that. Taco Bell.
Hey, yo.
Hey.
Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion. Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
At the World Cup, Canada has won their first ever match at the World Cup, defeating Qatar 6-0. Jonathan David with a hat trick in the win. Switzerland outscored Bosnia-Herzegovina 4-1. Czechia and South Africa ended in a 1-1 draw. Still to come, Mexico and South Korea. That's about to start, and you can catch all the action on Fox TV. The U.S. men's national team will have their next match tomorrow, Friday, in Seattle against Australia. And star Christian Pulisic is questionable after aggravated aggravating his calf injury in their opener last week against Paraguay. In Major League Baseball, the Mets and the Phillies were tied. Not anymore. New York is on top 6-3, bottom of the 7th inning. White Sox and Yankees are still tied at 1 apiece, bottom of the 7th. Royals lead the Cardinals 7-3, top of the 7th inning, but St. Louis has the bases loaded. In the WNBA, the Dream lead the Fever 68-61 with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Yo, our number 3.
Putting it in the universe.
Well, you know what? That's all I got to say about that. Foul affair with J.R. Gamble coming up in a little bit. We got last call coming up as well, so it's still a lot in this last hour. Mexico, South Korea, right?
Yep.
Lexi just starting, 40 seconds into this match.
The pitch is golden.
Yeah, the pitch is golden. This should be a good one. Like Lexi, we should be excited about this one. So keeping an eye on this. Keep you updated on some scores. I've been enjoying this. Been enjoying the World Cup. Speaking of the excitement of the FIFA World Cup, is now streaming live on Fox One, the official English streaming platform to catch every unforgettable moment. Fox One brings the action straight to your screen so you never miss a goal. Download Fox One and experience the FIFA World Cup live. And speaking of the World Cup, don't miss Team USA's second game of the group stage. That'll be tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon on the Pacific on Fox. It's USA versus Australia live from Seattle. Lexi's got me hype about this one. And YouTube. We're on YouTube right now. Elijah's got us looking good. Go search the Odd Couple FSR, hit subscribe, like, share button, all that good stuff, thumbs up icon. Comment away. Rob G, you can look now, you can look later. If we got some good comments, anything, he'll check those out from the Odd Mob YouTubians. All right, I will bring you in for this one, Rob G. Believe it or not, there is NBA conversation away from just New York and the Knicks and Jalen Brunson and the parade.
That's right. If we're going to talk basketball, it always comes back to our Los Angeles Lakers.
Boom, you said it.
I moved off the Pistons. You know that.
It's all right. You'll be back. You'll be back come around April when one of our teams is in the playoffs.
Whoa. Wait a second.
That was a little aggressive.
That was.
Hey, yo.
He's a big fan of the Utah Jazz.
Yeah,
he
that was
told
a
me.
little aggressive.
Actually, I'll take the Jazz for the playing team if you want to make a bet.
Where's Ace? If they free Ace Bailey.
Free
Ace Bailey. No, they got all this talent. They're like, hey, you're not playing right now. We doing the T word right now.
Hang back.
Hang back. Lori Marketing, I'm going to go check in, Coach. No, have a seat. Hey, have a seat. We up right now. We need to be losing.
Sore. You
look sore. I'm not. No, yes, you are.
Isn't Jared Jackson Jr. out there too?
Yep. Have a seat. Bro, they got all this talent. They might even get. Well, not might. They're gonna.
Remember,
get
they
more
started
talent.
off. They were number one in the West for like a month and a half. Like,
Yes.
no.
Whoa.
Slow it down.
Say
Pump the
now.
brakes.
Getting carried away.
But yes, big news in the NBA. We talked about some of it yesterday. All reports are that LeBron James will be back with the Lakers next season, barring something unforeseen. Multiple outlets have reported that. And now today, ESPN NBA insider and arch nemesis of one Kelvin Washington,
who that?
Dave McMenamin.
That's my dog.
Reported today
Stupid.
that sources close to Luka Doncic have told ESPN that he is in constant communication with the front office and that he is, without a doubt, top of his list this offseason looking for a, quote, A-list center. And he wants an A-list center because, according to sources close to Luka, he wants to compete for a championship yesterday. He's not going to wait any longer. They said summer of 26. We're doing something that I want something done in the summer of 2026. I want a big man who can catch lobs. I want 2 wing defenders who can defend and hit open threes. And I want 1 guy who can be a secondary playmaker. We already got that with Austin Reeves. Figure out the other 2.
Well, good luck trying to find that A-list center. And I don't even mean that in like a, y'all can't do it. I mean, do they exist anymore? One is in Denver, and he ain't going nowhere, and that's about it. Now, can you get a Mitchell Robinson? You know, we just talked to Mark Stein, somebody who's out there who available. He's not an A-list center. They don't exist. This is not the 90s. Alonzo Mourning, Patrick Ewing, Hakeem, David Robinson, Rick Smith, all them, anybody else I'm missing. They ain't walking through the door like they used to. So good luck with that. But What I think is happening, Ephraim, Luka is kind of starting, all right, getting antsy. I'm seeing all these dudes around me around the same age, same talent level, or not same, but, my peers win. The guy I was just running with, my backcourt mate, Monty, he done got a ring now.
Mm-hmm.
And Jalen, I was the Don Dada. And now he's got a ring. SGA, he was cool. Nice little player with the Clippers. Ha. Now he's over there with Thunder. He's got a ring and an MVP. I ain't even got an MVP. Joker, y'all talking about he should have 4 of them. Giannis got one. And I think he's turning around free. And them J-boys, Jalen and Jason. So I think Luka, who everybody, he's top 3 player, Luka. Some people say he's the best player. Luka has realized, all right, Lakers, all right, come on, let's go. Now, here's the thing. I believe, Ephraim, this is where I think we're going to disagree. I believe the style in which he plays is 4 to 5 years ago and before, and it would have worked. That was the era. If you had a Shaq and Kobe, boom, you're good to go. You got a Kyrie and LeBron, boom, you're good to go. You got a boom and a boom, good to go. This era, you got to have hockey-style line shift changes. Ooh, 4 or 5 guys, go. Bunch of guys, you only playing 10 minutes a night. You might play 25, but you're going to 3 and D. You can play shoot, pass, dribble. You got to have a bunch of those guys. Just having a guy who's going to play 45 minutes, so much use of the ball. And I'll tell you the difference between he and Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson ain't a great defender, but he's going to try at least a little bit. Jalen Brunson also not going to complain to the ref, stay there. You might say something to the ref and keep running back. Not stay. Luka has full conversations during the game, Ephraim. Call the foul and keep running back.
I hate it.
I know you do because you watch it and you know ball. Dude, you're hurting us. We're on 4-on-5s. We're already not a great defensive team. Now we're playing 4-on-5. Luka is going to have to see the adjustment that is needed for the current state of basketball. Things change. Every 8-10 years, things change in football. Mm-hmm. Run. Thurman Thomas, Emmitt Smith, Barry Smith. There was an 8-year period. They didn't even want running backs. We'll just get a 5th-round running back. Things change, and Luka's going to have to realize one thing I liked, he got in shape. We saw that. We need you in shape. If I'm the Lakers, we need you committed to the idea that sometimes you're going to be half off the ball because it might work better through LeBron on the post. We'll go through that, and he's going to have to continue to attempt on defense, get back, stop complaining, and set the tone in that regard. Now, I said this yesterday, the peak for them is to say that month of March, 15-2, Austin Reeves back healthy cooking. Me, if I'm Luka, I'm here cooking. LeBron doing his thing. We went 15-2, best month of March ever for the Lakers. Mm-hmm. I think the Lakers have to say that was the peak of us, and we were running through LeBron. He was kind of the third option. He was doing his thing, and see what that can give you. But the idea of just, hey, Luka, dominate the ball for 43 minutes, make this happen, put up 35 a game, we're going to win, that ain't going to happen, Captain. And I just think there has to be an adjustment on his part. Still be Luka, still close out the games, still make the big shots, but we see what's coming. Even a team we don't talk about anymore. The Pacers last year. Tempo, bunch of guys, line shifts. That's the current state of the NBA. And I think Luka has to make those nice, fine adjustments to be able to compete.
I think when he says the statement of an A-list center, is someone who protects the rim and someone who's a lob threat.
Man, if that's an A-list
for him, that's because
I know that fits. I get what you're saying.
The center position really doesn't even exist anymore.
Facts.
The tallest player in the NBA at 7'5", like you said earlier, is in Wemby is a 3 really or a 4. They'd be a better team if they had a traditional 5. Like if they had like Steven Adams partnered up with a Wemby, they'd virtually be unstoppable. No one is looking for Shaq. No one's looking for Ewing. No one's looking for that caliber of center. But you do want a center who can catch, doesn't have baby hands, and who doesn't sulk when they're not getting the touches when you have 3 all-stars on the team.
Can I give you an example?
You're not one of them. Yes.
Is DeAndre Jordan peak him, Clipper Lob City him?
Perfect. You got to remember what Chris Paul did for someone like Tyson Chandler. He made him an all-star.
Great point.
Right? So that's what Luka is looking for. I'm looking for a big who can set the high screen and go get the lob. The lob threat opens up the lane for Luka. Mm-hmm. If you don't have it, DeAndre Ayton can't catch the basketball and surely can't jump. And so putting all that pressure on on opposing teams at the rim is something that the Lakers were void of last year, and so it kind of stymied their offense. That's when Luka went to the finals with Gafford and
Lively.
And Lively, right? That's what he's talking about. Either one of those work for him. Now, they're not considered A-list and top money centers, but they know how to play their position and their role without the ego. DeAndre Ayton was, 17 and 12 and all of that, but when you needed him most, right, if he wasn't involved early in the game, you lost him for the rest of the game.
On both sides of the ball,
So much
too.
so that we heard his coach mouth, I can't play him in the playoffs. And that's a real thing. And so that's what Luka is talking about, an A-list center who demands attention, who's going to get the rebound, who's going to be a rim protector and a rim runner. That's, I think, and that's possible to do. When you look at the free agents, it's possible to land on Mitchell Robinson would be great. He's not looking for the ball offensively. He doesn't have a post game, but he's going to get every offensive rebound. He's going to set hellacious screens, and he's going to attack the rim above the rim when you throw him the lob. That's what you want, right? You want that. And now they need, if they bring back, what's my guy?
Who? The Lakers?
The backup center.
Jackson Hayes.
If they bring back Jackson Hayes and Mitchell Robinson is the center and is the starter, that's a great duo, right? That's a great duo, right? Athletic, protect the rim, the whole 9 yards. But this DeAndre Ayton experiment, I know he has a player option. He probably picks it up because I don't know if there's a long-term deal out there anywhere for him. Hopefully he declines his player option Monday, but we'll see. But I think that's what he's talking about. And now you got to figure out what you want to do with Austin Reeves. All right, you got to figure out if you're going to give him $53 million a year. Because if you do that, that's going to really limit what you're trying to do in terms of building out a full roster. What we do know based on this past season, you do need a roster now. You don't need a 5. You need a roster. So you need to be able to go
9, 10 deep.
8, 9 deep in the playoffs with guys who can come in and give you real minutes. That's what we just saw. Defensive wings, 3-and-D guys. You need that, and you need a spark plug off the bench. You need a Jordan Clarkson to come in off the bench. You need
Alvarado,
a Harper to come in off the bench. You need those type of guys that can come in. Johnson, who was a 6th man of the year for the Spurs, that can come off the bench and not only give you buckets, but can guard someone.
By the way, here's the guy that you want. You guys had him for about 8 hours. Mark Williams.
Oh, my God. That killed me.
That's the guy you want.
You definitely want Mark Williams.
So the issue with him had been injuries. For those who don't remember, the Lakers made a trade for him. At the time, he was with the Hornets. And at that time, you're like, man, let me tell you what he was giving you. The reason why they wanted him is because he was giving you 15 and 10 in only 26 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Sign me up.
And that's the guy they were hoping to get. The injuries, he failed the physical, blah, blah, blah. He had to go back. And then this past season, the Suns got him. He played the most games he ever played in his career, though. He played 60, and he gave you 12 and 8. So that's that kind of guy.
Yes, because you can take that guy and put
only
him with
23
Luka,
minutes.
Put him with Luka, and those numbers go up. Those numbers increase.
16 and 12.
Yep. So, I think that's the hope. Hopefully, Rob Pelinka, new ownership group, understands that. Trying to figure out what LeBron wants to do. Is he willing to take a haircut in a 1+1 sign deal, or is it just a one-off around $23-24 million and allow the Lakers to have some wiggle room and build out a roster? But you do need a roster. You need to figure out what you're going to do with Rory. I think he was great. He
balled out in the playoffs.
He probably finds himself in San Antonio. If I'm San Antonio, I'm going to get Rui Hachimura. 1,000%. Harrison Barnes gone. Could you imagine?
No, that's cheating.
Man, that's where the upper level of team, they're thinking like that.
Oh yeah, they're
thinking like that.
We talk about the Thunder, the Spurs, The Celtics have been very well run. I might not agree with the style in which they play at times.
Yeah.
But they've been well run. And the other side of this is, too, okay, I believe Rob Pelinka is GMing for his career, by the way. Because
1,000%.
I think he is
the owners ain't playing that.
The new owners ain't playing that.
Show us something, brother, or you got to get on.
100%. I think he absolutely is GMing for his career. What are you going to do? How are you going to make this money work? And what are you see what's going on? How can we compete with the Laker brand? How can we compete with that? I think that's going to matter. And now let's say he does GM and he gets you what you want. Here's your wish list, Luka. Can that team win a championship? We'll tell you in just a sec. It is the Odd Couple on a TV theme song Thursday. Ephraim's in for Rob. Kelvin Washington, don't forget, File or Fair coming up in a little bit as well. Stick with us. It's Fox Sports Radio. All right, let's get to it. We got a lot of stuff to get to. Still NBA stuff that is pumping through the sports sphere, if you will. And Rob G, one of the conversations that's kind of quietly happening, I would say, is something we've been having conversations about probably, a year and a half now as well when it comes to one Katz, also known as Karl Anthony Towns.
Mm-hmm. It's a conversation we had 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
When the Knicks were down 2-1 to Atlanta, which Rob will not let us forget. They were that's the team. I think that's who they are, for real. They were down 2-1. I don't care about the next 14.
You would think he was CJ McCollum.
Right.
The way Rob keeps bringing it. And then the way they lost to. We thought it was over. Rob,
it was a lot of we.
Yeah, a lot of we.
Okay.
And I would say, Rob, that was 40 days ago, like 40 days and 40 nights. It was biblical. How long ago? like Noah, it rained on the earth 40 days, 40 nights. That's how long ago the Knicks had before they lost. But they lost those 2 games to the Hawks. Whew. They did get a little scary, man.
No, but the reality
Alex is quick on that.
We're still basking in the glow of the championship, but in about a week and a half, reality is going to set in. That these New York Knicks have a decision to make with one Karl Anthony Towns. As you know, he is currently eligible at the end of this season, now in a week and a half now when the new year starts. 4-year, $272 would be the extension that he's looking for. He didn't get it last offseason. They said, we are not going to give that to you. We need to see more. They saw more this season, up and down roller coaster, turned it on in a huge way in the playoffs, and then kind of whimpered there down the stretch. But it should be noted, the big fish this offseason, one Giannis Antetokounmpo. This time last year, when they were talking about potentially moving him in a deal, reportedly the only team that he said, I will definitely accept a trade to, was the New York Knicks. And one of the holdups was, allegedly at the time, the Knicks were unwilling to consider moving Karl Anthony Towns in the deal. Mm-hmm. Now that they have this championship, now that Cat proved his worth for at least a month, do you give him the new contract or do you revisit a trade to get off of Towns?
Well, here's the thing, Kerry. Right now, is there a more euphoric place than New York City?
No.
Than the basketball world that is, enjoying this run by the Knicks, is feeding all of us topics and all of this, and they're all over the Good Morning Americas and every talk show in the world.
Yeah.
But here's what you have to do if you're Leon Rose, who's running that team. James Dolan, who's the obviously owner, but I'm going to put him to the side because he made one. He finally did one thing right, which was lay low on the team.
I was about to say.
This year. He finally stepped away a little bit, relaxed, and they finally had some success. He wanted to mess it up, bringing Donald Trump to the game. The one loss they had in 40-something days was when he was like, yo, I'm going to bring my boy to the game real quick.
Yeah,
y'all cool with that?
He was in the building.
He was in the building. That's the one time they lost, Kerry.
I know.
But I digress. I'm said all that to say this. We talked about this yesterday. We've talked about this now for a little bit, even myself and Rob, and we've now had 8 different champions. Yeah. We all go, and I said it, and I still believe if J-Dub is healthy, the Thunder, it's a different conversation. But I'm sure the Warriors thought, oh, we're back, baby, you know, when they won in 2022. And then the Denver, Joker, the best player in the world. What we've seen is there's no guarantee you'll get back. You lose guys, players change, little small guys. Just, all right, KCP, if you're Denver, he can go. They missed him.
Yeah, they did.
Little pieces, little nugget. Bruce Brown when he left.
I was about to say, yes.
You know, you see this happen throughout the league. Drew Holiday leaves. And whether you want to go with the Bucks, whether you want to go Celtics, teams hurt when they lose Drew Holiday.
They did, yeah.
And I said that to say, if they're the Knicks and you're not satisfied with the one piece and you want to be different than these other teams and you want to say, how can we not fall into the same thing where now Orlando beats us, the Pistons beat us, Celtics bounce back and represent for the East? I'm exploring a trade. And I didn't even want to feel this way like a week ago. I was like, nah, you know. But what I had hoped I saw, Rob G, a couple of games where Towns had figured it out, 20-plus, looking good defense on Wemby, he disappeared after that. And that would hurt me if I'm the Knicks. Because overall what I have to do is I have to sit down and say, now I have years' worth of footage, stats, analytics, my eye test, versus a 30-day run. Where Mike Brown gives him the ball in the high post and he's successful.
He operates, yes.
Am I going with the 30-day that looked good and then it started to falter down the last 3 games in the finals? Or am I going with what history is? It's the up and down, defensive liability. He's 7 foot. He's athletic. You think he's going to be a better rim protector? He's not. You think he's going to post down low? My 6-foot point guard is my best post player.
Yeah. But yes.
Hold on.
I'm letting you finish.
And all
Go
I'm
ahead.
going to say, Kerry, is my phone is ringing. The bat phone, the red phone, the commissioner phone is ringing. Hello? I'm taking calls. I'm seeing what I can get because if I'm getting anything from Giannis, if nothing else, it's consistency. I thought Rob Parker's phone was ringing.
Alex, how you?
No, his phone always rings the odd couple thing. I'll be sitting here with him, and I'm like, okay, I don't know if Alex is playing it or your phone is ringing.
How do tacos have bells?
That I don't know. Ask Monty. She knows. It is, and you too, Alex and Rob G. It is the odd couple as you hear the theme song on this TV theme song Thursday. Ephraim in for Rob. And might I say, Ephraim, Alex, happy early birthday to you, brother.
Oh, well, thank you, brother. I appreciate
Give it up
that.
for him. Happy early birthday.
Thank you.
My dog turns 60 tomorrow.
Wow.
Looking good.
Wow.
To be 60, they say black don't crack, and you would be an example of that.
I was talking to Monty earlier, and I was like, my birthday's tomorrow. She was like, oh my God, how are 36? I said, girl, if you don't get out of here.
Yeah, Monty.
I didn't say 36.
What'd you say?
I said 38. I was like, I don't know.
like 38.
I thought for some reason we were around the same age. I don't know what I was thinking.
Okay. Now
so
look,
that's
you
what
look
I
good,
thought.
Brother. She got carried away.
Right. Yeah.
I really thought we were on the same age. That's why I guessed that. But no, you look great.
The
You
big
look great.
50.
I know, you look great
my
for your
last
age.
day, my last few hours in my 40s.
You're a 49er.
Gotta check a whole nother box tomorrow.
Yeah. But happy birthday in advance. I won't be here. So happy birthday. Enjoy
Appreciate
it with the fam. Have a good time, whatever you may be. And it's on Juneteenth.
Juneteenth, man. Special day.
Yeah, special day.
Special day.
Rob G put up the Black Power fist.
I appreciate that, Rob. Yeah, brother. Honorary.
Honorary.
So
No. He lost that 2 years ago.
Oh, dang.
I remember he lost it.
Yes,
Why did he
Monty.
lose it?
No, because it was a continual losing. He didn't just one thing you can forgive. He just kept going.
Oh, he just kept doubling
Cooper
down.
Flogging?
Huh?
He don't like black players no more.
Nah.
Oh.
The NBA was better in the 60s, I say.
Yep. See? What else was it, Monty? He was losing his car like all the
There
time.
were a couple of things. You're right.
Yeah,
I
it was
can't
like
remember.
about 5 things. Slowly, as I
Shame.
first started the show, I would always say,
Shame.
Ron G, you know you were honorary. And he'd be there. No, I'm not.
Shame.
Don't let these couple of Omar Epps movies I know
I
fool
don't
you.
like what they're doing to Caitlin Clark. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. I might have been it too. I think I said something complimentary about Angel Reese, and he cut my mic. It was getting wild for a minute,
Brother,
man.
I thought you was an ally.
Only thing is Omar Epps movies. That's his only thing.
Okay. Well,
He does
we've had a couple movies with
You
Omar.
forgot the Kaepernick stuff, huh?
Was it the Kaepernick
He was
stuff,
pissed
too?
when he took
Yeah,
that
I
knee.
figured that.
Oh, that'll yeah. I had a co-host who
I did too,
we almost went to blows.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, you just on the what? I said, okay, let me just.
Yeah, I did
pull
too.
back. I'm gonna pull back.
It was the only thing we used to get into it.
I'm gonna pull back.
Yeah. All right, couple. Let's get to we got Follow Fair coming up in a few more minutes. For over 40 years, Tire Rack. I almost want to say over 50 years, just because your birthday and everything. For over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and for where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. I'm gonna alley-oop this to you.
Okay, I'm gonna lie
because you're the Laker fan. I've said this to Rob G a million times, and he gets mad at me. Luka has been one of my favorite players. When he first came in the league, I told my boy, my boy was a Kobe guy, I was a LeBron guy, and I used to say, I think I found my new guy.
Okay.
His rookie year, I was like, he's got that same thing of like, I can drag a team, I can do this, I can control the flow. And then the NBA was like, yeah, we're gonna switch that up. Last 3-4 years, we gonna all that don't matter no more. We talked about last segment. I need a bunch of players. If I'm Rob Pelinka and I get you your A+ center you asked for with an A-list center, and I get you these shooters, can Luka win a ring?
Yes.
Okay.
Why not? He's one of the most dynamic players in the game. Let's not get it twisted. Because he missed the playoffs, Luka was averaging 33 poirts a game and led the league in scoring.
That was
for a Laker team that was sixth in the entire NBA in third or fourth in the West.
Mm-hmm.
I won 56 games. Let's just slow down on the Laker hate, okay? There was a lot of that because they're not OKC or they're not San Antonio. The Lakers were one of the top teams in the league and were that the entire time, even when they were trying to figure out what to do with LeBron and Austin Reeves. They had more injuries this year than ever before, than recent history, to all three of their stars. And they still managed to come in as one of the top teams in the league. After the All-Star break, their defensive efficiency got better. Their defensive rating got better. LeBron James taking the double back seat and becoming the third option saved the team, saved his legs to where he was able to perform as a number one in the playoffs and show up and show out in the first round against the Houston Rockets. So let's not act like the Lakers were, a play-in team or they no. We didn't have 33 points a game on the court in the playoffs.
Luka, for me, 10 seconds here. Luka, I think I said it earlier. I think the motivation of what's been happening around him, seeing guys that you were a competitive, 13 years in the league. Things that guys that he thinks I'm better than, I think that is going to be that extra little oomph. Just that little bit he needed. He's already spectacular, but that little bit of extra, no. Enough of this. Enough is enough. That's why I think he's putting the pressure on the Lakers. All right, y'all said 2026. We here. Run it. Let's go. And I expect this to be a spectacular season for him. Again, but even more so.
It's the first team All-NBA, man.
And it might not even be in the stats per se. I mean, they might drop it, but more on what he's getting out of his team, how he's leading the team, how he's taking charge of the team.
But I really don't think his stats are drop. His usage rate is going to be what it is, right? He's I need the ball in my hands guy. And I think that was the learning process between, LeBron, when Austin Reeves came back. Like, okay, when do I go? When don't I go? And they figured that out. They figured that out after the All-Star break, and they started clicking, and this thing went really well. And then, the 2 injuries to Austin and to Luka kind of derailed us. We still end up finishing strong and being the 4th seed in the playoffs.
Full commitment I need. No more talking rep, just
no,
full commitment. I'm in.
Let's just go.
Full commitment, and I'm in, Luka. All right, we'll get to Monty here now because Foul or Fair with J.R. Gamble's on the other side. Monty Bolaños now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, the World Cup continues. Action right now on Fox TV between Mexico and South Korea. They are scoreless in the 30th minute. This is out of Group A. Earlier today, Czechia and South Africa ended in a 1-1 draw. Switzerland defeated Bosnia-Herzegovina 4-1. And Canada crushed Qatar 6-0. The first World Cup win for Canada. Jonathan David with a hat trick. The excitement of the FIFA World Cup is now streaming live on Fox One, the official English streaming platform to catch every unforgettable moment. Fox One brings the action straight to your screen so you never miss a goal. Download Fox One and experience the FIFA World Cup live. And speaking of the World Cup, don't miss Team USA's second game of the group stage this Friday at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific on Fox. It's USA versus Australia live from Seattle. And when it comes to Christian Pulisic, one of the stars of the men's national soccer team, he is questionable for tomorrow's match due to aggravating that calf injury in their opener last week against Paraguay. Right now in Major League Baseball, the White Sox and the Yankees were tied not anymore. Andrew Benintendi, pinch hitting, hits a grand slam. The White Sox now lead 5-1 after 8 innings. 9th inning about to start in the Bronx. It's the top of the 9th inning in Philadelphia where the Mets lead the Phillies 6-3. And top of the 5th inning between the Cardinals and the Royals. Royals are up right now 11-3. In the WNBA, Aaliyah Boston has 23 points. Caitlin Clark has 26 points. But the Fever are losing to the Dream right now 93-86 with about 7 minutes to go in the game. Angel Reese, she's got 15 points to go along with 6 rebounds. And lastly here, guys, out of the NFL, we've been talking about age a lot. Colts cornerback Sauce Gardner told reporters that he is actually 1 year younger than what has been reported in his bio. Gardner says he's 24 years old, not 25, stating he was born in August 31st, 2011. So Sauce Gardner, he is not 25. He is 24. I don't know where I don't know how it got wrong and whatnot, but he had to tell reporters he's actually 1 year younger.
Well, you just did that at the beginning of the show.
I did too. Yeah, I forgot. I was actually 1 year older. No.
Well, I think
but the bio, I don't think my bio is wrong on the internet. If you look it up, actually, I don't know. Actually,
I'm a woman.
Exactly, I don't know. Don't Google me. Don't Google me.
Let me Google you.
So me and Sauce Gardner, one and the same.
Yep.
Back to you.
Have you ever Googled yourself?
No.
I'm gonna do it right now. Let's see what's going on.
Go check. While you check that out,
Monty.
thank you, Monty. Have a great night.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell them
me.
that they can stream us live wherever they happen to be.
That's also
in the
me.
iHeart app. Catch us in all your favorite Fox Sports Radio shows live 24/7 in the new and improved iHeart app. Just search for Fox Sports Radio in the app to stream us live all day, every day. Be sure to select Fox Sports Radio as one of the presets in the iHeart app, so it's always going to pop up at the top of your screen. All right, let's get to it. Foul or fair, J.R. Gamble.
That ball is.
It was a big week in the big leagues.
Who's up?
I don't believe it! My, oh my!
Is it foul or is it fair? And now, from MLBBro.com, here's J.R. Gamble.
That's right. It is Foul or Fair here on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio, a segment where we go around the diamond to discuss all the biggest headlines in Major League Baseball. In order to do so properly, we got to bring in a real baseball expert, a man who does not skip weekly hits, unlike Rob Parker, just because he's gallivanting around the country.
I'm a woman.
J.R. Gamble.
What up, J.R.?
What's up, E Boogie and Kelvin?
What's good, man?
This is the combination right here I like to speak to.
Hey, you know what's funny? You doing all that, I feel like Rob's right next to you. Is Rob Parker right next to you right now? Are y'all?
He is not. I am number 25 on the list of friends to have dinner with this month.
Wow.
Man, out of the 25, how many did Rob pay for? 2?
I wouldn't know.
That's funny.
I don't think Rob's ever paid for a meal, so I don't know.
I had a glizzy in my mouth.
All right, let's get to it. What you got, Rob G?
I got 3 baseball topics because JR is the star of the segment. He gets the first crack at every single one, so let's get to it. Baseball fans rejoice. Major League Baseball has changed the home run derby format yet again. The swing clock will be gone, and the swing-based format will return. Without getting too deep into the details and the nuance of it, JR, foul or fair, say the derby should have always used the swing-based format.
Foul.
That is a foul ball.
Honestly, guys, I don't really think it matters when it comes to the format. The only reason why people come to the home run derby, in my opinion, is to watch the top home run hitters in the game compete and take big swings. What format they use never really mattered to me. It's not why people watch. If you have the right guys in there and they hit a lot of home runs, people are generally satisfied. Swing clock, swing base. To me, it doesn't matter. Just make sure the guys you have in there are known and ready to blast, or the fans don't care. You can't be like the NBA slam dunk contest where you invite minor leaguers to participate, stuff like that.
You literally took what I was going to say.
He stole mine.
I was going to say the NBA put Zion ain't in it, Ant ain't in it, Ja ain't in it. What were we doing here?
You're absolutely right. It's foul.
That is
absolutely.
A foul ball.
It's about entertainment. Like sometimes you can get too far over your skis and you're trying to tinker with the format and do this and do that. But the reality of it is we're coming to see people do things that everyday people can't do.
Here's why I disagree with both of y'all, though. I still say foul, but it's because I don't mind adjusting until you keep getting it right. Do we need to adjust in 2-3 years? Adjust. I love the idea of getting it right. We'll do this, 2 years, hey, no clock. 2 more years, bring the clock back. Get it right, and I enjoy that.
All right, question number 2. The first round of the MLB All-Star voting is in, and the leading vote getter in the AL is Astros DH Yordan Alvarez. He's the only player in that league with over 1 million votes. Here's a tough one. Outside of Shohei Ohtani, Rob's least favorite player, and Aaron Judge, his third favorite Aaron, JR, is it foul or fair to say that Alvarez is the third most popular player in baseball?
With all due respect to the Big Bopper, false, foul.
That is a foul ball.
I would put all the money in my pocket right now that Jazz Chisholm is more well-known than Yordan Alvarez, and by a lot. But, Alvarez's popularity is largely based on the fact that he puts up crazy numbers, which it should be. But if I ask every kid at my daughter's prom send-off tonight from my home, if they knew Alvarez, they wouldn't have a clue. But some of them would know Jazz Chisholm. They're artsy kids. They don't know anything about sports. I don't think Alvarez is that popular at all, but I'm glad that baseball fans are acknowledging his dominance.
Yeah, I'm foul.
That is a foul ball.
When you think about popularity and you think about baseball and what MLB is this year, I don't know if, unless you're an Astros fan, I don't know if Yordan Alvarez pops off the screen in terms of popularity and in terms of someone who garners that level of attention of a Shohei or a Mike Trout or someone like that. Of course, Aaron Judge. But it's a host of other, damn near half the Dodgers at that. So it's foul for me, absolutely.
Foul!
That is a foul ball.
I got Freddie Freeman, the big dumper, Witt, Harper, Skeen, Skubal, Trout, Machado,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Great one. I didn't even go to the Atlanta Braves, Acuna. I mean, there are a handful of I didn't name more than a handful. How about 2 hands? But so no. But credit, he's having a great season, and shout out to the fans, honoring that. But the idea of popularity, no.
Foul or fair with the odd couple. J.R. Gamble sitting in with the fellas. Last one, Father's Day is right around the corner. We're all fathers on this show. Fun fact, there have been over 250 father-son duos to play Major League Baseball. Now we remove the most dominant duo of Bobby and Barry Bonds. JR, foul or fair to say that Griffey Sr. and Griffey Jr., the greatest father-son duo in baseball history?
Fair.
It's a fair ball.
some might disagree, but we don't have to really remove the stats. Why? Because of the legend of Ken Griffey Jr. Him and his dad, they'll always be just as popular to me as the Bonds, father and son combo. Bonds' dad played a little too long ago, again, for young fans to even really remember, and Griffey at least played in the 80s. So those two families will always be the top father-son duos in history as far as accomplishments, although I do put Cecil and Prince Fielder as sleepers because their stats are tight as well, over 600 home runs between them. But as great as Bonds is, Ken Griffey Jr. still holds a different kind of weight in sports culture, right, in the culture. And his name isn't marred by any PED allegations.
Shots fired. Pow, pow, pow.
Foul!
I'll say
That is a foul ball.
You just mentioned it's the fielders. Dang it, I'm biased. Detroit. They were Tigers up in this business, with his daddy. So, yeah, I'm going Prince and Cecil Fielder. You mentioned it both. Listen, don't ask a lot of running. It's just going to be some home runs. That's what you're getting out of them. But I'm just going based off of that. I'm being biased thinking, so what, I said it.
I'm going Vlad and Vlad Jr.
That is a foul ball.
Playing for the same franchise. Like, it's, the power that they brought to the plate, the energy, just watching him in the World Series and his dad being there. Like,
it was almost a Rick and Jalen Brunson moment.
Right? It brought – just think about how that Game 7 went, right? And him saying throughout that series that this is something he wanted to bring to his dad, to bring to where he grew up. That moment in itself catapults them up. And they both were great. So for me, that's it's definitely
good
foul.
Good choices.
Yeah,
guys.
I can't lie
ain't
to
gonna
him.
lie.
That Ken Griffey, he means something different for baseball. I don't know what it is. He just means something different for us baseball. I agree with that.
Right.
Hey, appreciate it, JR.
That's foul or fair.
That is foul or fair. Rob Parker was sitting right next to him. I already know it. They're probably some other spot, hanging out at some other restaurant, some diner. Thank you, JR.
wrong.
Appreciate it, man. We'll do it again next week. All right.
Yeah, pleasure's all mine, guys.
No doubt.
Great job.
Last call on the way. Plus, I got to throw something at you. You played in the league, and I want to ask you about superstitions, and I'll explain why. It's the Odd Couple on a TV theme song Thursday. Stick with your boys, Fox Sports Radio.
I am moist after that.
It's last call time on The Odd Couple. If you had a take and couldn't get in all show, here's your chance. Your call's important to us. Call us at 877-99 on Fox. Hurry up. Rob and Kelvin got to get out of here.
The other side to the Jalen Brunson, little man, David and Goliath. Is Goliath in this case is the young giant, the young phenom in Wembanyama. And it's been an interesting ride over the last few weeks with Wemby, Rob G.
Yeah, in more ways than one, because Victor Wembanyama, depending on which series you tuned into, and especially in these NBA Finals, either looked like the single greatest player we had ever seen, or he looked like a 22-year-old making his first run in the playoffs. There was no in-between, it felt like. And, of course, throughout the postseason, he had controversial comments, controversial plays, and he didn't seem to ever have any kind of remorse about anything he did or said on or off the court, including after they lose Game 5, unceremoniously gentleman's sweep. Wemby had the audacity to point out that, you know what? I still feel like we dominated that series. Take this.
One of many things I learned is the margin of error is very, very thin. Our domination stints are absolute. We absolutely dominated for most of the series, but our errors, our mistakes, are punished so hard that we can't have ups and downs like this so much. You know, the ups are okay. The downs is the reason we lost.
There you go.
Well, and then after that, he said, "I'll see you guys."
Never.
Yeah. I don't quite get that part of it all, but listen, I'm gonna go here. This is what we love to do in life, in sports in particular, Carrie. We love to have somebody that the roller coaster ride, The ups, the downs. We love you, then we hate you. We might hate you for a while even.
Yeah.
And then we love you again, and then we can, and then depending on how it ends, we might hate you again. We'll see how it ends. It works out at the end for you.
Yeah.
And I say that to say, to me, that's where I think Wemby's starting to fall. First year or so, it was like, oh, I don't really know. I don't know what to see. We thought we saw a bunch of highlights of him, and you're unfamiliar, if you will. Okay, This will be an interesting ride. Then you start to see he's good. Then in this year it goes into, this dude is a problem. He might be the best we ever seen when it's all said and done. He's scary good. Mm-hmm. And then we love the passion. Mm-hmm. Right? Oh, he cares. Look at him. He's crying in the Olympics, and he's mad. He wants to bring the pain to the All-Star game. And you're loving all of this. And I've said right where you are, and I said I love how outspoken he is, how honest. He'll tell you, hey, I think I should be the best. He sat down with Malika Andrews. He'll be like, who's better than me? She'd be like, oh, dang, you're so blunt. And he's like, yeah, I don't know, who's better than you? Name him. Who do you think better than me? When I'm healthy, ain't nobody better than me. I love it. But I think we've gone from now where it's the Anakin Skywalker to Darth Vader.
Okay.
Hear me out.
I'm listening.
Anakin Skywalker is this young Jedi, talented, learning the game and thinking he's going to be, this guy that's Obi-Wan Kenobi is teaching him. He's learning. And you see, oh, man, look at this dude. It's fun. You love him. But then he sells his soul, right? And becomes Darth Vader. But watch this, though. Darth Vader, while he's the villain, kind of the villain we all love. And I say that because Wemby, this is what happens. All the stuff that we love you for becomes the thing that we start to despise you for.
Yeah.
And all that we love, he's honest. He said, I should have MVP. Look at him. He's mad at SGA. And he keeps talking. And he keeps talking. Mm-hmm. And everybody's like, all right, you're saying too much. You're losing. No, you got mollywopped. You're choked. And you're not admitting it. And you're finding ways out. And you're kind of making excuses. And you keep saying, oh, everybody knows we're going to win. Everybody knows we're coming back. And it's like, that stuff starts to work against you.
Yeah.
You start to be tough and passionate. We like that. But now you're elbowing guys. And you're elbowing this guy, and you're pushing Brunson down, and you're putting your feet under people, and you're getting into it and tussling, and it starts to become, right? You start to not like it. You don't speak to the reporters.
Yeah.
Couple few games back. Mm-hmm. You walk out. You don't speak to reporters. You're the same one always looking for a microphone and answering questions. Now all of a sudden you ain't got nothing to say to reporters. Mm-hmm. You don't shake hands afterwards. You're crying on the podium when you lose to Chet and them back in the 19U. But I'm serious, Kerry. This is how this works. He's so passionate. He's crying. Look at the Now it starts to work against you because look at him crying. He always losing something. Losing in the 19 under, losing in the Olympics, losing in the midseason tournament thing, losing in the finals. And this is how I think I was watching this and starting to see how it starts to shift. What's the first thing they say? Why you shooting so many threes, Rob G? Why you don't post up? Man, we already crowned him too early. He ain't all that. Man, he nice, but he ain't that nice. Look at him. Can't even shake hands with him. Sore loser.
Yeah.
And I think I was watching this like this is where Anakin Skywalker turns into Darth Vader. All right, Fox Sports Radio, it is the Odd Couple. And we are not in West Philadelphia. We're in L.A. Kelvin Washington Ephraim Salaam in for Rob. Been a great show. Thank you, my brother, for being here again.
Always, man, always.
And enjoy the birthday weekend. Enjoy Juneteenth. Enjoy Father's Day. My God.
Father's Day.
It's turned up this weekend.
It's all there.
My goodness. You too, Rob G, in case I don't see you. Enjoy Juneteenth.
All the dads out there, happy Father's Day, gentlemen. Keep going.
That's real.
Keep doing it. And if nobody is telling you how much you're appreciated, then you're hearing it here first. You are appreciated. One of the hardest jobs in the world is to be a dad because there is not a lot of fanfare. And that's the God's honest truth. It's not a lot of fanfare for dads. It's a lot of What did you? That's what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to do that. It's a lot of that when you talk about how much you care about your kids and your wife or, your significant other, and you're doing the right thing. What do you want, a cookie? That's what you're supposed to do.
Look at Raji, face tight.
But it's the truth.
Hey, Raji, we over here looking at the screen.
It's the truth, man. It is one of the most, thankless jobs on the planet Earth. And it's indicative to how they roll out Father's Day weekend. Mother's Day weekend, as it should be, is an event.
Big facts.
I got one. I'll tell you. So on Mother's Day weekend, my son plays AAU.
Yeah.
National tournaments. There are no tournaments on Sunday. Like they may have a day, like Saturday they play. No one's playing basketball on Sunday on Mother's Day. I'll be at a game at 8 a.m. on Sunday for my son's tournament. Like that's Father's Day bonanza, right? Like Father's Day showcase. All that in itself lets you know. No, and then you be the bad guy if you're like, you know what? I don't want to go sit in the gym for 6 hours. I want to go to the spa, right? I want my feet rubbed.
You know what's available? You ain't got to worry about getting a reservation. All restaurants are
they wide open.
How many you want? 20 people? Come on in.
Try to go to the Mother's Day brunch at Four Seasons.
You got to call 10 different
You got to
places.
do it now for next year. They don't even have a Father's Day brunch at the Four Seasons.
You go looking for a Mother's Day card. You can only find 3 if you later in the week. It's Father's Day stock. Yeah, pick one. Drop it. Hold another box right here.
Listen to me, people. I'm gonna give you guys a task to do, and it's gonna be a long task because you're gonna have to wait till Mother's Day to see.
Okay.
At 8 a.m. on Sunday morning at Mother's Day, go to your local grocery store.
It's crazy.
Just go. Whatever time your grocery store opens on Mother's Day, just go. You don't even have to buy anything. Just go stand in there and look at the pandemonium that's happening
Balloons,
in there.
Cards, chocolates.
Now, on top of that, you can do this part Sunday. Go to your grocery store when it opens on Sunday morning and see if there's pandemonium. See if people are, if moms or women are flying up and down the aisle, getting all the strawberries and orange juice and champagne and flowers and balloons and cards. Let's just see. Let's just see if it's the same type of energy.
We ain't even got to be Miss Cleo. The answer is no. We already know.
I can promise you.
But I will say this. Shout out to my family. They treat your boy well. I will jump on a limb.
My family's great.
Treat you great.
They're great.
And you were excited, too. You broke down your whole itinerary. My gosh. You want to ease up on it?
No, it's my day. I get to do my day the way I want to do my day.
I hyperventilate. I got anxiety.
No,
man.
Too much. This is what I want to do.
8:10. I'm a 9:11, and we're gonna wake up at 2:15. What if I want to play Tekken with you, Dad? Why I gotta play Tekken with you?
It's my day. I'm 50. You gonna do what I say.
And then at 11, we gonna do this. And then, can you ease up?
Nope. Because you know
I'm
why?
not going on a trip with you.
I don't.
Families
No. This is the only time I've ever been like this.
Oh,
this birthday.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. I'll go back. Now you're back on the trip.
This is my 50th birthday. I'm half a century old in a few hours. And I just want to spend it, number one, with my family, but I want to do some of the things that I love with my family. That's going to the movies, playing video games, going to a Dodger game.
So do you guys all get together now and look for a plot? How does that work when you turn 50? What do you do?
Damn.
What?
Was that what we're doing?
I don't know. I'm just
I'm
wondering.
already dead.
Oh, I didn't say you're dead.
Well, you ain't. Boy,
got a plan for the ever
after.
after.
You almost made me hit the dump button.
It's right there in case you need it.
Good Lord.
All right, let's get to this last call real quick.
This is the last call.
It's last call. Last call time on the Odd Couple.
Andre, Massachusetts. Andre, you're on with the Odd Couple. You are the last call.
How you doing? Thanks for taking the call. Listen, speaking of Father's Day and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, let's give a huge shout out to Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil, R.I.P.
Who was present. That's right. Who was there? And you're 100% right. You know, it is a thankless job, but the most important job because the fathers.
You got 15 seconds, Andre. Go.
You know what I mean?
All right. Well, you know what? Shout out to Uncle Phil was the call.
Dang. Cut
That's
my
all right.
man off.
Sometimes it's like
Happy
that.
Father's Day, brothers.
For sure.
Hey, Monty, happy Father's Day.
The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?